Yo, 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 everybody, what's up? We are live, and want to welcome you guys to ChanmanV's Pro Corner, where pros come and show us how it's done. Episode 50, guys. I wasn't sure I was ever going to get to episode 50, but I when I started the show, I kind of made a point to make a big deal out of episode 50, and or at least every 50 increments. So that's what we're going to be doing this week. And for this episode, obviously, I wanted to plan something a lot of fun for all you viewers, and fun equals MaximusBlack and xSixMaximusBlack doing a one-on-one coaching session here. So I want to welcome these guys on. We got xSixMaximusBlack.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And we have Infinity 7's xSixXlav on to Coach Maximus. So, a big thanks to you guys for appearing on the show on Memorial Day, because I know a lot of you guys probably had some Memorial Day plans, and viewers too. Thanks for tuning in tonight. But I figured this would be a great time with these two guys. I mean, obviously MaximusBlack is the boss everybody knows, and it's always a good time. Tune into his stream. It's what is it? It's twitch.tv/lag
TV MaximusBlack.
Lag TV MaximusBlack. Every time I tune in, man, I always get it's guaranteed to get some laughs from me, man. Whether you're in a toga or just playing StarCraft and talking shit to people. That's the good stuff, man.
Yep.
And of course, Infinity 7's xSixMaximusBlack is probably one of the best Protoss in North America. Just great player. Always, he's always been a friend of the show. He's been on here quite a few times, and always a big thanks to you, Nick, for doing these shows. Another thing I had planned out for you guys, just to continue in the fun, is we're doing a giveaway tonight, a TT Esports giveaway. We're giving away this headset right here. It's the Shock Spin, and it's really, really nice. Obviously, it's like cool color. It's either red, white, or black. I'm not sure which one that's actually gonna you guys are gonna get. But the way you enter it is follow ChanmanV on Twitter, or you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/ChanmanV, or like me on Facebook, which is you can kind of see it like on the overlay right down there. It's ChanmanV TV. And what I'll do is, like, at the end of the show, I'll pick from one of those channels. Just randomly pick from one of those channels, and we'll pick out a winner. And I also have some great promo codes for you guys for TT Esports stuff. You can get discounts on a bunch of this TTE gear, and just so everybody can take away something from this show, and continue in the funness. All right, here we go. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to do a one-on-one PvT session with these two guys. And the whole point is to really help MaximusBlack get to that GM, that quest to GM that he's been doing, and that's one of the things actually that's resonated with me when I watch your stream, Jeff. Is not only are you a great entertainer, but I think you wholeheartedly want to improve as a player, and you want to get to that GM, and I kind of respect that. So that's kind of what I that's the reason I wanted to have you on Pro Corner, and hopefully this will help you in that quest. To start off, why don't you tell us a little bit about, I guess your problems with PvT, the things that you're having issues with, and maybe Nick, you can, kind of give him at least a high level answer to some of those questions.
Yeah, well, we talked about it very briefly before the stream started.
Yep.
Essentially, everybody knows that on my way to get to Masters, very gimmicky play, very one base all in. I've been doing a lot of 4-gate, 5-gate War Prism drops, like one base all-inning. And it does work, depending if they get gas or not. If I scout gas, then I will do 1-gate FE. But I just have a really tough time stopping the first Terran big push. So they can poke a little bit. I don't really have an issue with that. Sometimes I can pull just enough probes to defend a first little push so he doesn't kill my Nexus. If that goes down, basically GG. But even if I can somehow stop the little push, it's usually that big first Terran push that just totally owns me. I don't have either enough gates quick enough, I don't have the proper AoE, and I think one of the main things is I shit the bed in scouting. So really knowing what's coming at me when it's coming is half the battle.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think scouting's as big a deal in PvT because they kind of do the same thing every game. It's like the scouting isn't to know what they're doing; it's to know where the units are. right? To know if they're coming in with a drop, if they go in all their front way. So it's like super important to always have that observer on their army, but otherwise it's probably just, working on the 2 base build orders to, the timing and when to add attack and stuff is probably the key thing. So I think we just go through a whole bunch of 1-gate expansion builds, and then I don't know if it's better. Would you rather maybe do a lot of like just 1 base expansion into 2 base timing attacks, or into I guess we can do early gateway timings, or you could do like tech timings. But I think it's probably best to stick with 2 base play for the most part in PvT.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's definitely stick with the 2 base play, and I think the timing attacks is something that we can work on real quick, and well, not real quick, but you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's yeah, definitely. It's for viewers, we're gonna really focus on this one particular thing, because that's like the best way to really ingrain something into I think Maximus is in your mind, is to really work on it, just really work through it iteratively instead of kind of jumping from thing to thing. And we've done that kind of in some coaching sessions, and people just don't really remember after a certain point. So so we'll probably be doing a lot of repetitive things, and hopefully you guys will understand why we're doing that. And so that's that's the plan tonight. And so 2 base timing sounds like a good deal. So
yeah, well, why don't we just even pick one of them? Let's just keep going with like a Colossi timing, like a 6-gate 3 Colossi timing or something like that.
Okay, yeah. Does that sound good to you, Jeff?
Sounds great to me. I'm actually excited because I need to really get more builds at my disposal, because right now it's 1 or 2 things, and I do it all the time. And I'm not saying I'm Mr. Popular, but 9 times out of 10, people know who I am. They know what I'm doing, and that's it. I lose.
It doesn't matter if you're popular, man. As long as you win, you know what I mean? If the Koreans cheese plenty of, quote unquote cheese, like plenty of times in series. So it's all good, man, when it comes to winning. All right.
Definitely.
Okay, so let's get started. We're gonna jump into the game here. I set up a game here on Cloud Kingdoms. Is that a good map to work on, Nick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cloud Kingdom's definitely good.
Okay.
You're gonna move me to the referee spot though.
No, actually, I'm gonna have you walk through it first.
Okay. Yeah.
So guys, I'm gonna have xSixMaximusBlack walk through the build first, so Maximus can kind of absorb it a little bit instead of just kind of jumping in and just being told what to do. It's actually a lot harder to do that first time around. So he can kind of get like at least a good generalization as to what to do, and then we'll let Maximus drive the next game so that he can he can actually get a feel for it himself. And so let me get this started. It's gonna be fun. Can't wait.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm sure Jason is the guy that we're going to try and stomp for the next couple of hours.
Hell yeah, we are.
Terran punching bag.
Exactly.
Yeah. And he's a big supporter of what I do. He's been around the community for a long time, and he's a really good Terran player. So it's a win-win.
Awesome. So was he on Team LG back in the day? Is that what he called himself? LG?
I'm pretty sure he's on LG now.
Oh, LG still? God, man.
Yeah.
So many teams now. I forgot that LG was still around. But yeah, lots of players have gone through LG, so that's good stuff. Good team. Group of guys.
There was a point where I think they died and they reformed.
Oh, is that okay? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I remember they had disbanded at one point.
Yeah, there was an original LG squad at one point that ended up disbanding.
Oh, okay.
That was the one that had like Inca and Pain User, those guys.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Pain User's on my team now.
There are lots of guys on there. They were like, who else is in there? Response is on there, right? And
yeah I don't know the full team anymore, but
yeah. All right, Nick. So, guys, xSlav's always been great about talking and playing. So this guy is pro. So.
I can do the out-of-game multitasking pretty well. Not always the in-game, but
Exactly.
I got the out-of-game multitasking down pretty well.
That's awesome, dude.
Sweet.
And Jeff.
The most important thing with this build is to just try to... The kind of opening's generic, and then after that, the only thing you really need to know is if they're taking expansion or not. But like the first up to like about 50 food, you do the same thing no matter what, which is the great thing about it. And that's true with actually most builds. You do the same thing up to 50 food no matter what. I guess they're doing like proxy barracks or something, a little bit crazy. And then coming at you, pre-50 food, you have to modify it. But
Okay.
And Jeff, whenever you have questions, just ask, dude. I'm just here to moderate for you guys. So It's all about you, man.
Yeah, no, I'm not shy, so I'm sure you'll be hearing my voice quite a bit.
Cool.
Yeah, I like to scout their gateway. I mean, some people scout a little bit later. Some people even don't scout, especially in a 2-player map. You just scout this first zealot. But there's different ways to do it. I'm not sure. There's pluses and advantages to either one. The nice thing about this is, if you don't get into base, because they build that second depot to wall you off, right? That at least tells you they're not going a very fast second barracks for a no gas marine SVL in, because they can't afford that depot in time otherwise. Okay. So right now, I can already tell he's not going gas this fast 2 racks like 11, 12 2 racks or something like that. Also, I mean, I could tell that by the barracks time as well, but which is a big advantage because those versus that build, it's you want to try to scout it out and you want to add a very fast second gateway or something like that, or at least just you want to be more aware on the map and get ready to micro your stalker. Just nice to know what's coming at you.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense actually. So you're saying if he's dropping down that fast supply depot, chances are he didn't get the gas. That's.
Or I mean, if you can't really tell if he got the gas or not, but you can tell that he didn't go 2 barracks really early.
Okay, all right.
Like he could still be doing a gasless command center expansion, or he could be doing a 1-on-1. You really can't tell at this point.
Okay.
That's why some people scout their pylon, just so you can always get into base and know if they got gas or not. But that's kind of you do lose a little more economy, so it's. So you want to do 5 back-to-back chronos on probes at the start, and then after that you're going to build up a little bit. So that's really important because if you don't get that strong economy early, there's no point in expanding unless you have the probe count to actually utilize it anyway. So any build you're doing, if you're going to be doing on 2 base versus Terran, you always do pretty much 5 chronos to start.
Wow. Okay. So you're not chronoing your warp gate at all.
I'm gonna probably chrono it once or twice in a bit, but at this point you want to save the chrono just in case you're coming. You might want to chrono the gateway. Okay. If you notice, I also cut probes at 30 if I don't know what's going on to add my my next gates.
Okay.
And this is just so they're all up in time. To deal with like a 2 racks reactor tech lab pressure. I'll have my warp in time to deal with that. So that's why at 30 food you kind of build a next and you cut production for a bit. Just to go ahead and grab that, the faster 2 gates. In this case, I wouldn't have needed him because I can tell he's not 2 rack scene. I can't get in. Probably some people sacrifice a zealot to see if they can. Okay, just to see that command center, so you know what's coming at you.
So, because what I used to do is I would get my zealot. I would immediately take that zealot over to the natural and chrono out the first stalker. Just one chrono, and then try and pick off any marines or even. Kill the SCV that's building the bunker itself.
That's definitely not wrong. I actually you can do 5 chronos on probes and your 6th chrono can be on the stalker, and you can do that. I just saved the chrono, but there's definitely nothing wrong with chrono at that stalker. MC does that a lot to get the earlier scout. I mean, you shouldn't really be able to do any damage with it. Like you should have 5 marines out or bunker done by the time the stalker gets there. It depends on how good they are microing versus Zealot, of course. So that's kind of a, it doesn't really hurt you much though, so there's not really a big reason not to do it. I just didn't have a choice. So then, as soon as I can tell he expanded, I'm gonna be adding these extra gases as soon as I can. If he was going on 1 base, instead of adding those gases, I'd add in more gateways, and I wouldn't have, when I built those gases, I had to skip in a warp in cycle, right? Just because I need the money, because you don't want to cut probes. So that was like a choice to try to invest in economy and tech, because I know it's going to go to longer game. By longer, I mean not 1 base timing.
Oh, wow, that's like a real subtle thing.
Yeah. Wow.
So the basic rule is against 1 base, you never want to get your 3rd and 4th gas, and you want to cut probes at basically 38. So 16 minerals on each, plus the 60 minerals each, plus the the 6 of gas at the main, and then you just want to go up to 5 gates as soon as you can.
All right.
And then, but this we're just gonna do a standard, like a little bit of a 2 base timing here, and it's gonna be a class side timing. So at this we're gonna stop at 16 minerals, 16 probes per mineral patch each base, and then 3
on each gas.
Yeah, 3 on each gas exactly.
Well, looks like he's rolling out here.
few more probes. Yeah, this shouldn't. I mean, as long as you hit the force fields right, this shouldn't be a problem.
I see.
Sometimes I'm gonna get 2 observers. Sometimes I only get 1 with this to save the money. But my support post is a little bit late this game.
Is there a specific reason why you put the pylon down there for flanking purposes, or?
Yeah, for flank, also to scout drops.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of multi-purposeful. And I'm saving up a lot of chrono. Is kind of the goal. Because you want to save it for when that Colossi comes out. And also, the other thing that's nice is if you don't need to build a whole lot of units now, what you want to do is you want to build a whole lot basically right before you attack. Because right now, if you have extra money, you can use it on adding to your gateway count. So I totally cut probe production because I'm at 16 per base, which isn't quite full 2-base saturation, but it's, you know, it's kind of close enough. Where I just want to prioritize units because I'm going for a timing. And so my next money, you know, I want to keep constant Colossi production and gateway units, and then I'm going to add 3 more gateways.
Okay.
If he's going to try to come up here, he's going to get shot.
Everybody's just staring at each other right now.
There's no way. But of course, until I get a Colossi, I don't want to go and engage him either.
Right, here comes that scouting factory.
No, yeah, he's saying no, fuck that.
Yeah, in fact, once this Colossi comes, I can actually come out here.
Oh, yeah, so totally.
I gotta watch out for drop play a bit, though.
And you watch out just by saving a workman for that?
I mean, I'm sending a probe right now, like, at the earliest, because I saw the one medevac with his army. The most it could be is 1 drop, so I'm not too worried about 1 drop ship.
Okay.
I need to send a probe out to go with this attack.
So you were still on 3 gates there for a really long time. I always you know added my gates a little bit sooner, and maybe that's why I had a tough time holding that push because I just didn't have enough units. Yeah,
you got to keep that constant production. So you know, honestly, I wasn't until about 100 food where I really added in the extra thing. So you see how I have this observer and then this probe. He's trying to flank around on the right side. So I could go in for the kill, or I could actually, looks like I'm just gonna cut him off right here.
Nice.
Oh.
Colossi makes such a huge difference.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one stray one right there, though.
That's not really where he wants to be.
Yeah.
This is alright, though. This is still going to go really well for me, I think. If I closed off that force field, it would have anyways, a little bit. You know, not as good micro as it could have been. But there's no way he's going to be able to hold this 3rd.
Wow, it's aggressive pylons over there at his natural, or his 3rd.
Yeah. Those probably are, one of them won't stay up, but if he hangs around to kill him, he's going to be taking some pain, so. And actually, all these sims he's used, yeah, he definitely.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the Zealots, okay, so the Zealots are actually going to try to flank there. Nice.
Yeah, they probably shouldn't have tried that. They could have died as reinforcements. That was a little bit of a sloppy control there.
Well, you had the option of just sending him in the natural, right? If he would have just engaged at the 3rd.
Yeah, but that's where his rally is probably be. Like, because he didn't have his full army there.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait for the 2nd Colossi, then I'm going to go in. Normally just do 3 Colossi timing, but of course, I've lost the 1st one. So, you know, if you can try to focus these the Vikings down with the stalkers, that's important. And you know, keep the SCVs off the repair. And if you can try to squish some of the bio together, so those Colossi do maximum damage.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Feel the pain.
Barbecue right there.
Exactly. Oh, he might push this back though, but here comes some more stalkers.
Yeah, should be okay.
So you worked in stalkers there at the end, no Zealots? I guess you don't have speed.
It's because what happens is often your Colossi die, and they can just kite Zealots forever.
I see.
So at a certain, it can be kind of tough. The stalkers they can all collapse quickly. But if your opponent only has a couple units left, they end up being better. But if you're, it's kind of situational there.
Gotcha.
Wow.
All right, Jeff.
Well, you made that look easy.
It is easy, right?
It's a strong comment. Squirtle tore through a lot of people. That he still does, right? This is one of his main builds.
All right, let's get you guys back in here. Get Jason back in here, and we'll let Jeff try it. And again, you know, we'll kind of switch in and out depending on how things are going. I mean, if Jeff's picking this up really quickly, you know, we actually might have time to do something else too. You know, who knows? So let's get Jeff.
The pressure's on now.
It's all good. It's all good. No pressure. You got, you know, doesn't work this time. We got the next 2 or 3 or whatever.
Or yeah. I mean, a lot of these builds take a little. There's some nuances as the wind tag gateways. That'll take some time. The most important thing is really just constant unit production. can't afford to miss any warpins.
Okay,
Yeah,
here we go.
don't be scared to yell at me or anything like that. I don't take it personal. If you're saying what the fuck are you doing, I'll be like, I have no idea.
Guys, just tuning in, what we're doing here is we're having Infinity 7's xSixMaximusBlack coach xSixMaximusBlack through some PVT, through a specific PVT 2-base Colossi push, right? That's what we're doing right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're really just trying to hash out a single build, and Maximus has been having some issues with PVT, so thus the PVT session tonight. And we're doing a giveaway, guys. The way you enter is follow me on Twitter, subscribe on YouTube, and like me on Facebook. And my mods will we'll kind of spam, I guess, you guys with the links. All right, let's see.
So with with 2-base Tommy's Resurged, it pretty much always comes down to your mechanics. Like every time you win or lose, it's going to be based on your mechanics versus theirs. Versus Terran, it's mostly the same, although you do have to scout for 1-base all-ins. To scout to see if they have an expansion, you have to play differently if they don't. And then another thing you have to do is you have to try to make sure they're not going to be, because you're going to pretty much always lose a base race. I mean, if you get into it, of course, play it out and try to win, but a Terran should win base races if they play well. Yeah. I usually do a 13 gate, by the way, with this, because I just crank out the chronos on probes like a madman.
Okay.
But yeah, so you need to try to scout to know where their army is. You can never really move out your natural unless you know where their army is. Just because, if you move out and they come in from the side. Remember to keep it that probe production.
Okay, so Jeff actually got into the base, so...
Yeah, that's always a plus. He scouted a little bit earlier.
Oh, I see.
Which is fine, yeah.
Yeah, that's why when I chrono there on 12, I was a little bit behind.
So keep chronoing the probes as well behind this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the next 2 times, since you get 25 energy, just do another chrono.
Oh, wow, okay.
It makes a really big difference in this build. You actually still have one more chrono for that stalker, so you can still do that little poke.
So, do you always suggest just leaving so my probe stays alive? Okay.
Yep. I mean, well, it's too late now, but... Basically, as soon as your gas is done, if they haven't started theirs, they're not doing any fast gas build.
Alright.
One thing, I would prioritize the probes over the Zealot. It's a really small thing, but
okay.
Like right there, you cut probes for about like 1 or 2 seconds to get that Zealot out a tiny bit faster. I would rather have the Zealot 1 or 2 seconds late because he'll still finish where the core gets them most likely, anyways.
Gotcha. I've never really focused on probe production like this, so.
Yeah, it's really important. Remember your third pylon too.
Okay.
And yeah, now I see you can chrono boost the. Actually, I was thinking you could chrono boost the stalker.
Stalker, yeah. I was like, whatever.
Yeah, it's all the same. So usually in total, I do 2 chrono boosts on warp gate, but often I'll do them later because it doesn't really matter when you do them. If you're only gonna do 2.
So what do you think the right supply is to get that Nexus right on 26?
I usually get it at 30, so I queue up or 28. So basically, you can send a probe right now, and you build a sentry as your last gateway unit. And the sentry works out great because he'll build up energy for guardian shield against the early push. And he only costs 50 minerals, so it's you can build a Nexus and then have the minimum amount of gateway idle time. So then right now, your next 300 minerals should be on. Actually, in this case, you can just keep getting probes because he's not doing a gas or reactor tech to have 2 racks or anything like that. So you go ahead and get your another pylon next. But if you're not sure if they're coming at you early or not, you definitely want to get those gates faster.
Okay.
One more sentry as well in that gateway.
Okay. And then should I add my 2 gates?
I would add the gas and 2 gates.
Okay.
So these 2 gates are added later than late enough that if he was going for like a 2 racks, you could be in trouble. But so if you run into a game where you die to like a bunch of Marauders and Marines early on, it's probably because the gates were late.
Okay.
But this game, of course, you're very confident that's not happening. So.
And it's not happening because
we saw no gas.
Okay, no gas.
No gas and I mean, I guess he could have been doing a 2 barracks marine SV all in, but versus that, you can just sacrifice the expo and force field the ramp, and you're kind of okay. So next, we're gonna get a robo and start warping in some units.
Okay.
It doesn't matter too much what units you warp in, to be honest. Just try to balance your money well.
Right.
I would say don't get more than 4 sentries in total. So right now, if you want to warp in another Zeld or whatever, I'll just add your 3rd and 4th gas as soon as you can, without cutting any. You don't want to cut any probes until you hit that saturation point. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're at 33 right now.
Yeah, so it's gonna be 44.
Whoa.
Oh yeah. So if you can sneak him back to your watchtower, that'd be ideal. Keep up the probe production too.
Okay.
And keep warping in, yeah, your warping unit's good.
And am I saving all my chrono now for those giraffes, or?
I would chrono out probes once more in each nexus.
Wow.
Okay.
And then we can go for the giraffes.
Okay.
So yeah, get the now your next gas should go to support bay. So you're warping, yeah, exactly, warping zealots and get that support bay right now.
Ah, nice.
And you're almost at your probe count. You should get 2 more probes total. So 1 more. Just build 1 more probe and you're set. Or yeah, now you're set. Perfect.
Okay.
And actually build 1 more probe on top of that, because you're going to send 1 out with your with your army.
So exact.
Yeah.
Nice.
One more observer as well, in case he kills that first one, and also just for better vision. And make sure to keep warping in units every cooldown. Now, it looks like if you're ever pylon stuck like this, you could add in your gateways a little earlier if you want. Yeah, nice move on that stalker.
Yeah.
So you might want to try to position your units, so if he tries to come with those rocks, you can, And then your observer just keep it on his army. Yeah, if he scans, you're alright. I mean, he's losing money too, and you've got a second one on the way.
Sure.
So now, if you want to balance your gas spinning right, your next warping should be all zealot, so you can get that extended thermal lance going. And then, since you have some extra money now, add in those three gates and a bunch more pylons. In fact, even add in 4 gates, because you need to be supply stuck for a bit here. So up to 7 probably. Yeah. If you can move your observer down to keep an eye on his army, gives you a little bit of heads up. If he scans again, it's not, And also just keep an idea where the medevacs are. If he stims, you can just back away. Remember to keep warping units every cooldown.
Colossoid's almost out too, so.
Yep. Queue up another Colossi, keep trying to boosting those out.
You must construct additional pylons.
Nice force field.
Nice.
Where's that Colossi? He's coming in. Keep warping units as you lose them too. So if you're building up extra money like this, because you're stuck on pylons, you go up to 8 gates. So you have a stronger reinforcement line.
Now, since my ops died, should I cut building giraffes to get another one?
I would get 1 after this second. Chrono out 1. And also, you probably want to get 2 more sentries with your army as well. Okay, perfect. You already did. Very good gateway mix here. You always want to have a handful of zealots, but unless you have charge, especially if you're going Colossi, you don't want, all zealots.
Uh-huh.
So should he be rolling out here, or should he just be,
you kind of have to know where his army is. So you could try to roll out now, but definitely if you're going to do that, make sure you have a probe kind of on the left side.
Okay.
Right.
You can need a lot more. At this point, try to keep a 30-foot gap. So you're only at like a 9-foot gap with 8 gates and Colossi. That's like 16. That's 22 foot a pop. So you need a ton of pylons. And basically, as soon as you find his army, okay, yeah, so now you have to respond to this.
The draw, I see.
You need to rebuild a couple probes too. Just have them rally to your main. Good job with that pylon on the left side though. If you can focus. So what we want to do here is just leave behind 5 stalkers and 2 zealots in the second control group, and then move out with the rest of your army.
Okay.
And then good at getting proxy pylons up. Remember to get your guys back mining that main.
construct additional pylons.
And you're definitely have to do some damage here because you lost some probes. So just make sure you're mining gas, and if you're ever like this with this type of economic distribution, just warp in pure sentries.
Okay.
Move out for the attack.
Okay.
Because you definitely have to hit before his economy gets too crazy on you. You probably want to set up a closer pylon as well once your army gets kind of closer there.
Gotcha.
And if you think he went back with those drops, you can bring in that second control group. It's kind of up to you. So like it's it's a risky decision, but it might be a good one as well.
I'm gonna meet halfway with that, and I'm just gonna take some of them.
Yeah. You might want to push that observer up a bit so you can see what's on the high ground. Actually, well, wait till that scan goes away. Yeah, exactly. Push from the angle where his third is at. That way you're not stuck on this bad.
Yeah, so go south. Yeah, there we go.
What you can do against this is just control click exactly, control click cross side back, hit up guardian shield as well, and just charge in there and try to get him with some force fields.
See? Oh man.
You're almost dead at this point.
Yeah.
He's gonna have too much now.
And that's because the Terran's on 3 base economy right at this point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean it was mostly just some macro errors throughout the mid game.
Mm-hmm.
Missed a couple key pylons, and when you're doing 2-base timing builds, you can never afford to make any macro errors. Also, there's no Colossi range, which actually in this battle doesn't matter too much. Against so many Vikings anyway. Nice force fields. Great job.
Those are good force fields.
But here you want to warp in Zealots, by the way, to reinforce this. Just to put that on.
Alright.
But yeah, this is over here. There's no way.
Want me to just GG out?
Yeah, let's GG out. We can rerun it.
He's got one upgrades and.
Yeah, that's this is the first. Obviously it's the first game, first run through of it. So, the next run through it, you're definitely going to probably do it better. So
yeah.
Let's try it
What
again.
caught you off guard was how fast your food grows once you stop making probes and you throw your stuff into unit production.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of caught you off guard because you were doing everything really, really great up until about the 60 food markets where you started. At that point you have to build pylons so fast because warp gates and Colossi are so hungry.
Oh, all right.
Okay, let's do it again. And I noticed with this push too, it's like you don't even bother with forge, right? So.
Oh yeah, no forage. So that's why you're kind of on a timer, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're on a timer for 2 reasons. One is the forge, and the other one is also the fact that once you can't let them get a good Viking count, plus a good medevac count, because like gateway units can do okay against battle units, but not if they're medevac supported. And so if they have both enough Vikings to kill your Colossi, plus a bunch of medevacs to support their barracks units, then you're pretty much dead. But they shouldn't be able to have both that, right? They should either be able to have a bunch of medevacs but no Vikings, their Colossi can do damage, or maybe they have enough Vikings but they want to have very, very good medevacs. So as long as their Colossi do something, your gateway units can finish it off without that heal.
Right. While we start this game, guys, just tuning in, what we're doing again is we're having Infinity 7's xSAxslav coaching xSixMaximusBlack through some PvT, and particularly we're concentrating on 2-base Colossi push against a Terran kind of 3-base army, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So if you guys are tuning in, we're doing the PvT because we all know that I struggle pretty bad with my macro, so I'm learning how to non-stop probe
Exactly.
build probes and do decent 2-base timing pushes, and we're going to get owned over and over and over again until I learn.
Yeah, it's definitely the best way to work on macro and then micro. Just keep doing these pushes because that's all you're doing. A lot of people think that to truly get good, you gotta play these long macro games, but it actually works out. If you want to improve the fastest, timing builds are the best way to just.
Yeah, it's just like having cards, in your hands, right? I mean, it's good to have like a whole deck of them that you can play at any time and you're super familiar with. Versus...
Yeah, and also the skills transfer from this build to every build.
Oh, that's
Whereas
true,
there's a lot of builds where that's not quite as true.
Right.
Oh, remember to get that
Oh
gas.
shit! Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here focusing on probes so much.
Gas another pylon
good.
too. Good job in the Chrono Boost. There's, you know, like a lot of people freak out about Nexus at 100 energy later on, and the fact is that the Chrono Boost is actually just it's a pretty small gain. You know, it's only 50% extra, and of course you can't even use it that often as well. But so once you have a whole bunch of buildings up, it's not that big a deal. Like 50% on one of your buildings when you got like 10, so who cares, right? It makes it 10.5. But in the early game on pro production, it makes such a huge difference. Everything ends up coming up faster. Especially because it's how fast you saturate that base, really. And how fast you saturate the second one as well.
Okay, so Zealot's about to pop out. My gas was like 2 food late.
Alright. Keep Chrono Boosting, you can Chrono Boost the Stalker this time, I guess, but make sure to get that third pylon. That one's always tricky. In fact, sometimes you might even want to just cut the Stalker here.
Okay.
And keep getting probes instead.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to go through those little nuances. We should probably chat a little bit about that later. I like the adjustments that you're mentioning.
Yeah. I mean, ideally get the Stalker, but if you're stuck on food and you have to choose one, always choose a probe unless they're rushing, but your scout didn't show anything funny, so yeah, go ahead and get the Nexus earlier than normal, yeah.
Yeah, just because I'm a little bit behind.
Yeah, well, it's because you cut that Stalker, so that gives you some extra money. This is actually, some people do the build this way as well, actually. They expand like 27. Yeah, there's a lot of different variants.
Okay, so...
Get that next pylon, keep it the probe production.
Okay. So far, so good.
And that's
And,
CV first thing.
yeah.
One thing I would recommend, I would not recommend putting that pylon where you're putting it. Because that could die very easy if you push. The Nexus can take a lot of beating. There's so many times when they push you, and you're like, I can fight him in 15 seconds, right?
Uh-huh.
15 seconds, they can maybe take the shields off the Nexus, but who cares? But if they kill that pylon, that supply blocks you, and then you're like, crap, well, now I can't ever fight him, you lose the game, so...
Okay. So, like, behind the mineral patch, or even on the high ground?
I would put it on the high ground, because you want to be able to warp in, you know, right there, but... Yeah, the high ground's a great spot, because they can't kill, but you can still warp in right in their face.
Uh-huh.
So keep it the probes. Yeah, it's second gas.
You're probing away though, bud.
I
Good
am.
stuff.
Yeah, gases, that's good. Don't forget those probes. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna add the robo now.
Yep, add the robo. And don't be afraid to queue up probes two at a time, because you've been missing a few here. And you know, yeah, you're floating 50 minerals, but it's better to float 50 than to miss the probe. Yeah, than to lose 50 from just not mining as much.
Yeah.
Floating 50 is not a big deal anyway.
Floating 50.
Yeah.
You guys, man.
I guess it's 100 in both Nexuses, but it's definitely the way to do it. Don't forget the pylons either. I even built 2 right at this point, just because, you know, probes plus 3 warp gates.
Yep.
Alright, so you're getting fairly close. Now you still need a few more probes.
Yep.
They're pretty close. Actually, the ones you have queued up is more than enough, so just stop building them.
Alright, so good time on the observer.
Yep, observer exactly. Great time on the Robo Bay.
Got plenty of supplies, some good stuff.
So now what you want to do if you want to add something to this, your next, you can send out a probe right now to build some side pylons. Maybe that probe that's running right now, like build one at the bottom and then build one on the far left if you can. And those just really help spot drops. And you can even build on the far right, yeah, exactly right there. It's kind of all around edge.
Nice.
Alright, so remember, yep, good pylons, warp-ins, nice.
Saving my chrono now for the,
Bosses, yeah, giraffes, yeah.
Yep.
And basically, right after you start that, maybe after your... Check how much money you have after you start the first Colossi, the thermal... You forgot the thermal lance stats again as well. So make sure you get that.
Oh shit, I did too.
Yeah.
Now, should I chrono out the thermal lance, or should I...
Yeah, you can put 1 chrono on it. Make sure you're warping, guys. The 3 Colossi timing will probably come up in time anyway, but
I feel like I could just push right out and kill him.
yeah, so you could.
It's
Go
small enough. Yeah, he doesn't even have medevacs yet, I don't think.
as long as you have Guardian Shield and Force Field, you can just push out that tower and make sure to take it. Right now is the time to, if you wait for 2 medevacs, it can be a little tricky. Make sure to, queue up that next, next class exactly. And after your next warp in, now, good job with the pylons. You can add in 3 more gates right around now, probably.
Okay.
Usually it's somewhere around 100 food, which you're pretty much at. Once the next class that comes out, it'll pop you up. Into that factory, that's always nice. Oh, watch those drops, so watch you're gonna pull your guys back.
Okay.
This is the dangerous part about walking now, we don't know where his army is.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Watch your Colossi.
Ah.
So that pylon died. There you go.
So make sure to build, you only build like 2 more probes. So make sure to mine those gases. And I think you must have lost it. You only built 1 observer this game, right? And you lost it. Yeah, you lost it.
Okay, so I'm gonna add a couple more gates now.
Yeah.
So
I mean, at this point, often it might be better to try to transition, but we're just gonna keep going for this time and just to work on it.
So what's the timer on this? Like, when does he have to go, for sure?
Like right now, he has to move it. Once that first Colossi, just go with 1 Colossi and let the other ones join you.
Okay.
And I mean, here it's a little risky because you still don't have that observer, you don't know where he is, but I think you have to take a risk at this point. Make sure you're bringing a probe with it too. Because you do have that 1 pylon, but it'd be nice to have one a little closer.
Okay. I'll take one with me.
There he is at the ramp. Should he come around the 3rd, or?
Yeah, come around a 3rd. You don't want to try to charge up that. Because he can have such a great concave above there.
I wonder why he's killing the rock. Jeez, okay.
It doesn't really matter. I mean, whoever wants to can kill it so fast, just win the game. So keep up. You can current boost the gateways, current boost more Colossi.
Yeah, take out the 3rd there. It's huge.
Oh yeah.
It's huge.
Nice.
Yeah.
To this point, if he sees a lot of Vikings, it's so hard to push in through here. Yeah, I might throw some defensive force, but just run away. Just run away.
He's taking out a lot of Vikings, though.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
But
huge.
you can't engage that Bioforce.
Let's see.
It's a good force
Yeah,
field.
nice.
Just try to find a way to back up and keep reinforcing. And meanwhile, you need to start teching now. That was actually a pretty good trade, but what I do now is I'd hard switch into Templar.
Okay.
So start going Twilight Council. You probably still want to avoid forges. I don't think you can afford upgrades. He's going to be heading you in upgrades anyway, so your goal is maybe you can catch him off guard with some storms. But the game's... whenever you get caught off guard by a drop like that, it's so much out of sale.
So I shouldn't expand at all.
You could take a 3rd. Or you could try to just kill his 3rd when he sets it up. So you should be making observers, by the way. As soon as you stop Colossus or transitioning, make at least 2-3 observers.
Okay.
And if you want to queue him up, you can just do that so you don't forget about him. You have the extra, they're pretty cheap anyway.
So it's kind of constant production from Robo. If it's not Colossi, it's observers. Okay.
Observers, yeah. At least until 3 observers.
Right.
Some people stop then, but...
Got it.
And even after 3, you probably add a War Prism or something at that point. If you want to add 1 Forge, that might not be bad. It's nice to have like a cannon in your natural. Helped, a lot of people like to drop there, so... Basically, as soon as that Templar Archives gets up, crank out Storm as fast as you can and warp in Templar.
Okay.
Then we're just going to try to hope to hit him. Yeah, he's got 2 in upgrades.
Yeah, I'm gonna really need a huge storm hit.
Yep.
Can do it.
You're going to need about 4 huge Storm hits, but 4 is possible.
Yeah.
So get your observers out, have 1 on his army, maybe 1 where his watchtower is, One kind of at that high ground by his third. There's a good spot, like there's looks like there's crystals growing out of like some gardens or something between his natural and third. There's a little high ground. That's a good spot from the observer. If you can kind of,
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see.
yeah.
I never noticed that. That's funny.
That's a great spot to see. A lot of people put Vikings there to try to snipe her Colossi. You know, it'll just kind of give you a good. You can see him moving between a natural and a third.
Yeah, I like that.
So yeah, it looks like he's got that third. Just he's building depots there and got a sensor tower. So most likely that's set up. So you can start moving out to try to push it right now. You know, you can transfer the probes from your main to your own third.
Okay.
And it's kind of up to you. If you want to do, actually, he's got a lot of ghosts, so it's up to you if you want to do a push or if you want to try to just play the super late game.
Yeah, I think I'm going to. I think I'm gonna poke up here, and just see if I can get off like a storm or two, and if I can, then I'll push in. But if not, like I'm not gonna get too crazy.
You can keep building some more observers too, because he's been doing pretty good in sniping.
Yeah,
he's
been really good. He's been really good at finding them, actually.
Make sure you're mining gas from your third. It's the most important thing.
Okay.
Templar are like going to be there your best, because he has you out upgraded. I mean, he can't have many more units than you just because you're almost max, but he has you out upgraded, so it's going to be hard to beat him without those storms.
Filling in some more gateways.
Yep.
Good.
You must also want to research Blink as well.
Okay.
Right, so
It was
here we go.
definitely cool to
Holy
get
smokes.
There's a lot of ghosts. Nice.
Oh, that's nice, though.
Great
That was
storm.
worth it.
Make sure you have an observer with your army. This one he could definitely have a cloak. So definitely just keep cranking out observers. Even research observer speed at this point.
Server speed, wow, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty important for this cloak ghosts, just because they can run around better.
God, he's just scanning everywhere.
But at this point, I mean, it's safe to assume he's max, and he's probably building extra orbitals, so he's got... Also, you might want to just send one unit to that top left base, just to make sure he doesn't have that. I just realized you haven't. Maybe one to the bottom right. You can send a probe to the bottom right, take it yourself if he doesn't have it.
Okay. Sorry, I'm semi-focusing.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
The one thing I'd definitely be careful of is make sure you always have vision in front of your army.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, nice moving his Templar back.
Oh.
Here, just run away. Run away, run away. As soon as he does something like that where he sacrifices a ton of ghosts, if you can run away to get more Templar with energy, right, you have to rebuild those ghosts. I don't know if you're able to make it out here or not, but you would not win this fight, so... If you have one Templar with Storm, I think, if you could throw that there.
Ready force field here.
Yeah. So, if he didn't charge up there, maybe he's going through... Oh, you have that observer there, I'll give you a heads up. Great observer placement. But if they ever sacrifice a bunch of ghosts to try to get EMPs off, if you can just run away, and then you can regen your shields and rebuild Templar energy, and they just a whole bunch of money, that's always the ideal thing. He definitely charged in 16 ghosts through the job of 3, so that was a pretty big misstep on his part.
There you go. Got a few storms here.
If you can control the gap perfect, control the Gazelles back.
Got a few units on the right side of the screen, too.
Oh man, it's intense.
Yeah.
You got this. You got
Actually,
this.
you could put that squad in a 7 control group, warping more zealots with it on the very right, far right. You have to flank. If you can get some flank and storms in from both sides, that can always be
Back
good.
from the Ghost Army.
This is where
Oh, he missed a lot, though. No,
he
actually got
my
good.
temps.
He
yeah,
got you good.
this is probably it right here.
Yep, I think so. No storms, there's no way.
This is where if you had that second control group on the right with those 3 full energy Templar, that might have turned the game around. If they
Oh,
did-
shit, yeah.
I mean, if they were with your main army, it wouldn't have changed anything because they most likely would have gotten EMP too. But if you can flank, it's harder for, you know, especially the way he was playing. He just put all his ghosts in one bowl in front of his army. So if you have Templar coming in from the back, that's, you know, that's a game changer, right? But yeah, I mean, this is it. I mean, you might have been mobbed with this with your warpins, but...
Yeah, that's why I want to GG it here.
Yeah, I just want to do one more storm. Just to feel good about myself.
You can probably just kill this whole army right here, and that'll be nice. Oh, he's running away.
That little
That big
bastard. Feedback.
This is when you call him a coward in caps.
Oh, it's only leaves a ghost that is there. There it is. Oh yeah, right into the meat. Oh, there we go. Oh.
Even almost dead marauders do not too bad.
Exactly.
Uh-oh, here's wave number 2.
Bring it on.
Got some storms now, though, at least. There we go.
Nice storms. You know, you might be able to mount a comeback.
Actually,
'cause you got
yeah.
the Spectre expansion. If you can get your guys from natural mining there. Does he have a 4th? Oh, you see that gas, so he probably does. But with mules, his 3rd's probably mostly gone. The rate he can mine it.
He's probably got that, yeah, the 4th. There you go. He's just running his SCVs off.
You can storm it from the high grounders. Not
Yeah.
Well, he just ran them all off, so... Oh, he's running around. Oh! Nice.
See that top left face? Go ahead and take a peek at there. No, it doesn't. Okay.
He's still in it, actually.
Yeah?
Okay.
Make sure to take a gas at the bottom right. And Templar, your best friends here. See if you can move your observers around to try to find his army. Maybe add in. Looks like you have. You know, at this point when there's a lull, try to look at where your observer net is. Right? Yeah, you got that one in the back there. You should always have one with your army. You do. But yeah, pull that back.
Yeah, I like the vision, man. You're seeing the map like a Xerxes of the Overlord. It's good stuff.
Yeah. You do want to kill that marine on your watchtower. That's kind of try to take both the watchtowers and just send 1 zealot to each.
Okay.
Even if you don't really need him, just giving him that watchtower is so big for him.
That's so sick. That Marine's not barely even taking damage. It's crazy. There you go. Okay, there's his army. Oof.
So if you can try to layer your Templar, instead of having both your army, have like only 2 in your control group, and the other 4 in a separate control group that's like spread out behind it. That way if you get some cloak ghosts into you or something, right, you only need 2.
Back it up, back it up. Alright, here we go.
Oh, and here's the storms. Uh-oh.
Oh, you got you. You still got 1. You still got about 3 storms. Send those zealots up.
Yeah, it's smart to retreat here. That's the right move. And if he chased you too hard, you can use some storms to dissuade him. So when he pushes like this, you want to try to pull your observers back with you a little bit, like to get better view. Basically, always try to keep it. Just have 1 observer following his army.
There we go. Nice.
Storm, yeah.
One more. If you have any more, shoot. One more storm would have been awesome there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
now it's...
Instead of natural though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
That's it.
try
Now
though,
I
man.
give up. Now I give up.
Your storms are actually really good. If you want, we could actually switch over to some 2-base storm timings.
Okay, we can try that out.
Or I mean, I don't know. We could stay with the Colossi as well. It's kind of up to you.
Yeah, I'll leave it up to you, Jeff, because I feel like he's a little metagaming you, because I think the timing on his Vikings are a little early. Is that right, Nick, or not? Oh, hello.
Hey, sorry guys.
Oh, yeah. I felt like his timings on his Vikings were a little early. Is that right, or?
Yeah, they were earlier normal. I think he scouted it out really fast.
Oh, I see.
What's going on?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll leave it up to you, Jeff. If you want to...
Yeah, let's try that one more time.
Okay.
Let's try it one more time for whatever. Just let's do it. I got to get the hang of this somehow.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you at, bud? You on here?
Where am I? Oh shit! Sorry.
It's all good?
There we go.
There you are. Show me that, you too. Alright, guys, just tuning in. What we're doing is we're having Infinity 7's xSlav coaching check xSixMaximusBlack through some PVT. In particular, some 2-base timings, in this case with Colossi. And really just, really hammering it out, just doing the same thing over and over again. And this is game, what is this, the 4th game?
My third.
Third, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
third game from Jeff. Here we go. That started.
I'm actually gonna grab some more water. I'll be back in just a minute, though.
Sure.
Yep. Sure.
While we wait, let me fill you guys in on the giveaway we're doing tonight. We're doing a TTE Sports headset giveaway. It's this shock spin right here. It's pretty cool. Comes in red, white, and black. And what we're going to do is I'm going to just randomly draw somebody from the folks that add me on Twitter at ChanmanV, or subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/ChanmanV, or like my Facebook page. Facebook, this here, let me just switch it here. It's easier instead of having to go through it. These channels right here. And at the end of the show, I'll probably have Jeff or Nick or Maximus Black and xSlav just kind of pick a random number from one of these channels, and we'll select a winner.
Alright, I'm back.
All right, let's get this
You guys are
started.
waiting for me.
Yeah, we did. I was just kind of going through the game. I should have just started the game actually, but all right, guys, you viewers having fun? Hopefully, you guys enjoying the show, enjoying this coaching session, and the VODs will be up later tonight too. So folks that missed the beginning can check it out, use it as a reference for this particular build.
Sweet.
Yeah, this time uses a lot for like Squirtle and Nanoa are two of the most well-known Protosses to do it a lot. And then the 2-base Templar build, you see more Puzzle does it aggressively, and then MC does 2-base Templar defensively a lot.
Okay.
Like he'll only come out if they take a fast third or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, MC plays really conservative in PvT. Or he goes for some like gateway timing, right? Every top Protoss mixes in, 6 gates or whatever, just to keep Terrence a little honest.
MC's a boss, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
He's winning everything.
He's winning everything on 2-base, 3-base timing. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
So, do you have any big wins under your belt yet?
Not really. I mean, I got second in that Ventura tournament about 2 weeks ago. That's probably my... Oh, that, and then I placed in the 9 through 16 range at ESWC.
Oh, nice.
Last November or whatever. So that was... Those are the 2 LAN events where I made into the money, basically.
You made it in champ bracket last MLG, right?
Yeah, but that's not into the money.
Yeah, it's not, but still.
Yeah,
It's
that was
something.
like 20... I got like 28th place or something like that, I don't know.
28th
Hey, you won.
place
You
for
won
this.
my tournament.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right.
I mean, I've won a couple online stuff.
Yeah, guys, I mean, if you
Nice.
xSlav's PvP is world class. Like, I mean, I think
Oh,
I think
really?
you could kill anybody in the world in PvP, right? So it's
There's a couple. There's a couple like Sake is really good too. Mana.
yeah.
But yeah,
sure.
I could kill anybody. I could also lose to some people, but
Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, Alfie's pretty good too, right?
everyone says that, but I think he's a really, really good player. But I haven't been especially impressed with his PvP over his other matchups, to be honest. I would rather play him than Elfie than Sake or White Raw or Mana or those guys, or like Nano or Huck. All those guys
What's your go-to build for PvP?
I usually just do 2-gate Robo expansion, and then just kind of scout them and I'll macro 'em. Get better upgrades or more Colossi, and then it's all positioning in the late game, just get that arc going. But yeah, I always play for late game pretty much in PvP. I mean, nowadays I've realized that you can't really always do that because people were starting to realize that's how I played and just were playing insanely greedy against me. So lately I've started to mix in a lot more,
Yeah.
other things like DT rushes and
4 gates.
Forgate. I don't think it's that good, really.
Yeah, they nerfed it pretty good.
Like
Actually.
4-gate War Prism, you can mix in there. That's a good one to sneak in. Things that if builds that we catch them off guard, you get the win. Remember to keep on the probes exactly. That third pylon too.
Yeah, I know you don't want me to put him back here, but
Yeah, I mean when your probes are already there, it's more important to build it quick than it is to.
Yeah.
Yep.
The high ground's nicer because you can just warp in more on top of an attacking him. In this game, of course, it won't matter, but there's always those games where you. Always those games where you lose that pylon, that critical pylon, right when you're trying to warp in 3 more units, and then you.
Yeah.
Like 4 Marines go ahead, and you have to pull 10 probes to go 4 Marines, and it's just.
That happens to everybody. Yeah, exactly.
I grab my robo.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do this. This is a little bit greedy of a build, but that's fine because you already saw the command center. Just make sure to get that sentry now.
Ah, yes.
And keep with the pro production too.
Explain that sentry.
Well, you want to get. I mean, it fits well because you spend your minerals on all your gateways and probes, right? And you don't want to have an idle gateway. And then also, you want to get that sentry. You're gonna have sentries in your army, right? So why not? It's better get them earlier than later.
Yeah. Okay.
And get more energy.
Alright, so SV trying to check out what you're doing.
So the probe count's a little low, which is not ideal, but I definitely just exclusively chrono boost probes for the next like 4 or 5 chrono boosts.
Okay.
Yeah, the earlier you get probes out, the more
More stuff.
income you've had, or future income you get, right? So.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people die to attacks and they think they made too many probes, but it's more likely they didn't make them early enough.
Right.
Yeah, I always get scared that way too. It's like, man, am I getting too many probes and not enough units, or?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you can get into that, but like this game, it's going to be a little awkward to balance it all. But if you're really good at making them early, then that won't be a problem. So you can just keep making them both. You have such good economy.
I'm gonna get ready to drop down my bay.
Yep.
So I guess this game, let's try to focus on at least ways of detecting that drop. That drop's hurt you twice now, right?
Yep.
So.
Yep. So make sure to get second observer out right now.
Okay, once I'm not supply blocked, like a scrub.
Yep. And even build multiple points, exactly. And your first observer, just have him move after a unit. Just stick it on his army. And if he scans it, send your next one. You have your next one ready to jump on it as well.
Okay.
And try to always have an observer on that army. Remember the pro production. So don't be afraid to queue them up, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't queue them up, 5 deep, but 1 deep is definitely fine.
I'm gonna play a little bit more aggressive this time, I think.
Yeah.
Man, he's so good at getting those friggin' ops.
He's got some kind of video settings there where you can just see them all.
Guy
Man.
is no joke.
It's crazy.
So make sure
And
you put the
he's-
second one on them. This is a little dangerous moving out against, yeah. So just force field the bottom of the ramp here. You can do that, yep. Turn all the way home. So I just make another obs after this Colossi. Cancel this Colossi and build another observer. Yep. And this way you can use your money to keep your warpins going. You need more pylons anyway. You won't be able to even get that Colossi. And then get more gateways now as well.
Right.
I'd even get 2 observers actually. Let's just do it that way.
Okay. It's also been a very long day for me, so I do apologize.
Yeah, let's understand that.
Yeah, we might want to switch up after this too. Just give you a break, Jeff.
Yeah. Yeah, good job cutting probes at the perfect time. So when you're shooting this factory, watch out. It's often a trap. So often they use it to distract. I could be dropping your natural now. So yeah, I'd keep your until you find this army. Keep your army, kind of between your main and natural. Exactly. There's that drop.
That drop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spotted it quick there. good.
Yeah, this was a very, very good pro pool, and this one it shouldn't do too much damage. Just watch that Colossi.
Run, Colossi!
Force fields,
Oh,
nice
nice.
force
Right,
fields.
forces.
Yeah, great force fields.
Forces
So
are
you can
really
focus
good,
on
man.
that's ideal. Now, just try to immediately get your probes back mining. Keep up the macro behind, yeah. Like all the warp-ins. So again, just put that second group. You can send your main army down to that pylon to save it, and the second group can be in your main.
Okay, yeah, I get you.
The second group can only be like 3 units this time because he's lost so much out of those drops. Meanwhile, keep warping in units. You need to find his army with your observer, and you need to start moving out, round out too. You know, move out, build pylons on the way, keep warping in, yeah.
Pylons. There you go.
So if you can leave 1 unit at his tower, then the rest head towards his third. That's really nice. So yeah, exactly, send 1 zealot. Where's your, you have a probe here?
It's coming down now.
Okay, that's good. Remember to keep warping in. You're gonna need some more pylons too. Maybe Colossi production. Looks looking pretty good here.
Yeah.
You can poke up to his third. Meanwhile, you have that observer with your army. This one doesn't need to be with the army, it needs to be with his army. Try to focus on those Vikings if you can. If you can, warp in, focus on the Vikings, pull your guys back.
There you go. You took out the Vikings now.
Now your next warping, you're gonna want to get two more sentries. You can stay there. You have to pressure this third. You have to pretty much kill it. You have to protect this spine. Your next warping should be like 2 or 3 sentries and then some zealots, because you need to get some more force fields.
Okay.
Instead of trying to trap all his units out, try to like maybe cut his army in half. So the first half you can beat with your zealot and Colossi, and the second half is stuck behind there. Your Colossi, yeah. Yeah, send your observer there, try to see if you can find those Vikings. And then what you can do is have your Colossi on the opposite side from his Vikings, and the Stalkers on the same side. Maybe once the second Colossi joins your army, then let's go in.
Okay.
And you have 1 Guardian Shield up. Actually, you might want to wait for 1 Guardian Shield.
Okay.
So wait for like, 8 more seconds or whatever.
God, look how close you got, man. That's crazy.
And then yeah, just go in there, Guardian Shield, try to micro well, and make sure you're constantly warping in.
I have a third giraffe. Should I wait for that, or should I need to push?
You gotta go right now. Yeah, he's got enough Vikings to be most inner gateway units. It's a really nice concave on his end. Yeah. What got you here is this, you didn't have the force fields. So this one, at this point, it's pretty over. But yeah, I mean, that last fight was just, he just had enough vision. But that first engagement you had, it was, you used up a lot of force fields and zealots. It was just kind of a little bit off on unit control.
Yeah, I gave away a whole shit ton of stuff. It's basically impossible for me to win at this point, so I just GG out.
Let's do it. Oh, but that game at least you dealt with the drop really well there.
Yeah.
And
that's the one to really like look at that first engagement third, and that's where like the macro was great. The drop didn't really do much at all. You were really quick in pulling the probes. Everything was good except the micro could have been. I mean, and he's playing really well as well, of course. He's probably fresh and you're all tired, so.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make total excuses. I mean, I play like a scrub a little bit, but yeah, no,
he's just streaming all day.
I'm playing
he
for 10
seriously
hours
has
straight,
been
so it's been
Yeah.
a little long day.
So
But,
one thing is, before you joined this game, if you check out that army value graph, you had your macro was so good that you had about 25 to 30% more units than him at that engagement.
Wow.
But if you look at those graphs, you lost half your army where he lost absolutely nothing in that first little engagement. That was just your Colossi were misplaced, so they weren't shooting them, and fields and zealots. That's just that engagement is actually because you can almost always get better doing that. That's why a player like Squirtle can do a build that seems basic, like you macroed that almost perfectly, but he can beat the world's best Terrans with their IDs because practiced it so many times.
Right. All right. Why don't we switch places? Why don't we have xSixMaximusBlack jump in, give you a break here, Jeff,
All right.
and let's just see it done again by him.
Or if we could either do this one again, or we could jump to the Templar, the puzzle style Templar timing.
Yeah, let's take a look at that anyway.
Yeah,
Let's,
cool. It'd be good.
I think you understand the class of timing one well enough that me doing it again probably wouldn't help you. It's just practicing it a lot.
Yeah. I'll practice it every single PVT that I play from here on out.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, maybe it's great to have the replay and obviously the VOD too. You can just watch it over and over again if you ever forget the actual build.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah. All right, so we're doing Squirrel. So open in Templars instead of plus side. Okay. Viewers just joining in. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this session with xSixMaximusBlack and Infinity 7's xSlav. And for those of you guys who never watched Pro Corner, this is a show that's Monday, Thursday, every night at 11 p.m. Eastern. Sometimes, if it's a EU show, I have it at 4 p.m. Eastern. But for the most part, yeah, that's what we do. And I bring on pros, put them together. We have these kind of sessions. Sometimes I have like best of 5 sessions where they play a best of 5 and then kind of analyze it afterwards. And just have a various formats. You can kind of check it out, the TL thread. Actually, let me just post the TL thread really quick here. And actually, mods, if you can post the TL thread, I don't know who's on right now. Unfortunately, I've been able to look at chat too much tonight. It's hard, man. It's hard.
With this build, there's actually a lot of different ways to play it. And it mostly involves if you want to add in a Forger Robo or if you're just going to go straight for like Charge Shot Templar or Kill 'Em build. And of course, if you go straight for Charge Shot Templar and do something like a fast expansion into Fast Cloak Banshee, which a lot of turns like, for example, on Daybreak, you just automatically lose. It's also a little trickier to keep track where their army is without observers, of course, so medevacs are a little harder to deal with. So sometimes get the Forge, because then it's like a middle ground, like you can try to build cannons if they go Cloak Banshee, like emergency cannons, or also you can get like a 1 arm upgrade for your attack.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna do it, all for the kill 'em style and just hope it doesn't go a Cloak Banshee flop. Of course, this is a build where you can only do it if they expand as well. You have to just totally change your build if you don't know if they're expanding or not. And the opening is going to be exact same. It's the exact same 1-get expansion.
Oh, okay.
So nothing.
So you're still going to go heavy chrono on all your probes and whatnot?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
The difference is I won't get a robo unless I think they're doing like 101 or doing some tech builder. As long as I can identify he's doing the same build that he's been doing, then we're just going to skip the robo.
All right.
And so this build, you definitely want to try to sacrifice that Zeld if you have to get past the bunker. Once that's of course you wait till the Stalker comes out, and then the Stalker can take the first few hits from the bunker, and the Zeld can run in and try to get a look if he's building that front bunker. But probably most Terrans do gases expansion these days. It's probably the most common. I mean, there are a lot of builds, but if you had to pick one that the majority of Terrans do, it would definitely be the...
Yeah, I see it about 80% of the time.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely... 101 you still see here and there, and some other ones, of course, but... So one thing I should have done is I shouldn't have chased that probe with a Zealot.
Yeah, it slows it down, and he's going to be more prepared.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was a little bit. I should have get that 1 hit on the ramp and then just send his Zealot in. It's a little bit of a misstep, but that shouldn't be game breaking.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty crazy if it was. Something so early, man.
I'd quit StarCraft if that was the
Exactly,
case.
Yeah. Shit. But then we're gonna wait for the Zealot here. We're gonna try to sneak him past.
It's always good to confirm the command center.
Yeah, because it could be 1-1, and then if you're like don't have that robo in time, you can be in trouble. On a map like this, you don't even have to lose his out there. Oops, might lose a Stalker though. A little bit sloppy.
Oh man,
Sprint
one
to
hit
your
away.
ass. Oh man.
So I'm not gonna get the robo here, but it's still gonna be the same thing. 3 gates and second gas.
Okay. So you're still getting out those 2 sentries, even though you're going to be going a gas-intensive build?
Yeah, you definitely need. I mean, the question is whether I get 2 or 4. Sometimes I stop. I mean, force fields are so good no matter what, and since you're going so zealot heavy, you're gonna have some extra gas anyway. So right around now, I'm gonna add the Twilight Council. It's like the same time you'd add the robo, a little bit later usually. Oops, forgot to transfer workers, didn't I?
I like that pylon you put down on this map.
Yeah, I think that's one of my favorite spots to throw one down there.
Yeah.
So then, you know, same time on 3rd, 4th gas, basically. You know. And you notice I moved my other probe around to this bottom area because this is a great spot to put a pylon too.
Spot that touches the actual bottom of the map is the best, right? Because this medevacs.
Well, you're pretty good, yeah.
So, do you get charged before you drop the archive?
Yeah, that would get charged. No, I actually, I probably should warp in more units before I get either, just so I can, you know, in case he pulls a whole bunch of SCVs. I might have gone to Twilight Council shade early, and I didn't build probes quite as well as I could have early game, so things are going to end up a little bit later than they.
Oh, still
You always want
good.
Yeah, you definitely always want to try to control your watchtower. It's really important. So how many probes do I got? I need a couple more.
And 44 is the magic number again?
Yeah. Pretty much for all 2-base timings that we are involved tech, it's 44. The don't involve tech off of 2 gas. There's some like charge out timings where we only get 2 gas, so then it's, you know, 38 again. I'm actually gonna get one more for that. Actually, no, I don't need to because I already have that probe on outside. I'm thinking. So, if he's gonna come out here, I think this is the time I can be a little bit assertive.
Okay.
As long as I know he can't have that army plus the medevac army. But definitely, I don't want to chase it because he could about a minute from now he could get medevacs and more units on the map. So.
Kind of like what happened to me.
Yeah. I mean, that was about the 10th mark, I think, was Zola's drops are hitting you. So you've got a little bit of margin of time. And this one, you're going to go up to 8 gates eventually.
8 gates, wow, okay.
Yeah. You can definitely go in Zealot Templar only, you can get a lot of gateways.
Yeah. And if you compare the timing with the Colossi push, is it exactly around the same time, or?
No, not exactly.
Just wondering how interchangeable these are.
I mean, they're pretty interchangeable. It's pretty similar. They're both late enough that they can medevac base race you if you're not careful. Like, it's right there, yeah.
Cool.
I don't really care if he kills that actually. At this
No,
point.
you don't need it.
Yeah.
Got enough.
Wow, you only lost 1 probe.
It's just being quick on pulling them. So now it's here is where I want to just grab a couple guys. Make sure I'm keeping up my macro.
You know, with that probe that you had for spotting, would it actually be better at like 11:45, like that tip? Because because he actually
I
missed
actually
it.
pulled an extra one to send there, and then I forgot to.
Oh, okay.
I want to have one at both spots, kind of.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So you got that nice little control group up there at the top of your main. I like that. I'm gonna definitely start doing that.
It's as soon as I kind of move out and put pressure on him, if I think he's kind of got, you know, if I'm pretty sure I'm stuck in a defensive posture, then I'm gonna bring that control group back up to, you know, support my attack. It'll be like the second wave. Of course, it won't be there in the first attack, but you know, it'll be there for the second one. So now I should be current boosting these gateways. Losing that probe is never good. So if he stims, he can back up. That's a little bit out of. Whoops, those guys should not be charging in there.
Alright, I like how your reinforcement pylon's so close here. Good stuff.
Yeah, I lost the probe before I get a closer one.
Oh, free ghosts.
Yeah, that's a little bit off.
Oh
nice.
my god, that hurt to watch.
Storms. If you can trap them with force fields too.
Oh, that was brutal.
Bye-bye, Goose.
Oh my god.
Make sure to keep warping in here. And it's kind of, the warp, you don't have to go under straight away. Like you saw, every time he was using stims, I was just backing up a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, he takes damage by using spam, right? So
Yeah, exactly.
it's,
A lot of damage, so. And Guardian Shield is more important than Force Field as well here, so just kind of Guardian Shield make him.
Oh, nice EMP. Still got one storm left.
yeah, he doesn't
I
need it
did.
though. He's got so many zealots here.
Oh man.
I think he checked a little bit too hard here.
Nice.
Oh my
Good
god.
stuff. Good stuff. So I noticed when you were attacking the third too, you were restraining yourself from storming the SCVs too, because I know a lot of people probably would have been really tempted to do that.
No, not until you know you can beat the army. Which I think he did go a little overboard in Ghost and then attack, and in third he tried to do everything at once. And what he needed to do against that type of build, the Terran really needs to make a wall.
Right.
Because the Zealots alone can kill him a lot of the time. So.
Right. All right, we got time for one more. You want to jump in, Jeff?
Yeah, let's do it.
Try this build.
Yeah,
Alright,
just gonna
let's see.
save that replay real quick.
Good stuff.
There's definitely some things that definitely could have done a lot more optimally in the build, but I think I got the Twilight Council a little on the early side. Probes could have been a little better. I should have made the anti-drop control group earlier. As soon as I pulled back from the watchtower, right? Because I was like, I pulled back from the watchtower because this is the point he could be doing drops. As soon as you say that, you should have that second control group waiting in the main. Because even though, like you said, I only lost one probe in a Twilight Council I didn't care about, it was still, I lost probably 200-300 resources in mining time.
Mining time, yeah. You're right.
And there's no need to lose that, right? Just leave that extra control group. And with this build, you can even even if they're not dropping, just leave them there until you know they're not.
Well, what's great about this build as well is you're gonna have Templars, so it's gonna be nice for feedback or storm or whatever. Just have a defensive Templar at your base for those
You have a much
drops.
smaller stalker count, like you shouldn't really have more than 3, but yeah, you can just have, instead of having 5 stalkers to kill medevac, 1 Templar and 2 stalkers, and then 1 or 2 zealots. It's a great mix.
So while we get started here, guys, since this is going to be our last game, we're going to do some Q&A after this. So the way we do Q&A on Pro Corner is we pull you on Skype, so you can ask these guys your questions live. And the way you do that is you add me on Skype. My ID is ChanmanV, and I will pull you on to talk to these guys and ask your questions. And yeah, we're going to do that right after this. So start adding me on Skype, and I will I'll start messaging you guys. And one last call for the giveaway for tonight's TTE Sports headset. This shock spin right here. We're going to be giving
I'm
this
actually
away.
wearing it right now.
Awesome. Yeah, exactly. He's got the black version, if you look at Maximus Black. And we're going to be doing giveaways for that. And the way you actually enter the giveaway is you just follow me, add me, subscribe to the channels down here, the Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And we'll randomly select somebody at the end of the show from one of those channels. So do all 3, just to be safe. That's pretty much the best advice to give. But all right, let's get back to the game here, and you guys can take it.
Yep. So I usually scout around now. Scouting's a preference thing, though. You can scout earlier or later.
Yeah, you know what? I'm really liking the gateway on 13 here and doing these chronos all the way through.
Yeah.
It feels a lot more fluent as well. Like everything just kind of times up. I like it.
Basically, versus Terran, unless you're doing a 4-gate, you always want to do at least 4 chronos on your Nexus. And if you're doing any type of and 4s, or even for 1-base tech builds, like if you're doing an Immortal and you do 4, as soon as you go to 2-base, you can do at least 5 pretty much. Just because or else, just you can get the Nexus, but without the probes,
Yeah.
not much point.
No.
And it's not like Zerg where you can wait till it gets up and build a whole bunch at once. You got to build them ahead of time.
Yeah, it's
So
true.
I'd even do one more chrono right now. Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Remember that third pylon. That's what's been
Gotcha.
throwing up a lot of these games.
What's the supply on the third pylon? Just so we can.
Exactly, how 23.
23.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. If you're like, sometimes if you're perfect in probe mining, like you micro mold the star or whatever, then it can be 22.
22? Yeah.
I mean,
It rarely happens.
yeah.
Right.
I mean, it finishes just in time this game as well, so it's just perfect.
And when
I'm
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Jeff.
gonna go with around 30 again for the Nexus this time.
Yep.
I got it around 27, I think, last time.
And you can cube this, cube this sentry, and then now you could, don't cube anything else. You can even cancel one probe if you want. Yeah,
Ah,
exactly.
shit.
Actually, if you chrono, keep making them. Yeah, exactly. So this is better than.
I'll save up now. I'll get the Sentry to kill off the...
Yeah. Watch that zealot. You just run away. Yeah, 4 Marines.
Yeah, we know,
Yeah, we
we
know what
know what
happens.
he's got. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, normally if they have their timings down like he did, you won't be doing damage with this push. But the great thing is you saw that command center. So.
Yeah, that's right.
And some people, sometimes they're being greedy, right? A lot of Terrans do this build where they get the command center before the second depot.
Uh-huh.
And then they're only going to have about 2 Marines at that point. And so if their bunker's not up, you can do some good damage there.
Oh wow, just with the 2 units.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Zealot and Stalker are obviously going to be 2 Marines, right?
Yep. Yep.
So,
Good stuff. Yep.
depends how greedy they're trying to be. And it doesn't hurt you to try it, right?
So, should I be dropping down 2 more gates now, or should I...
Yeah, 2 more gates. You got another plan going. And 1 more sentry as well.
Okay.
What's the timing on the 2 gates, just generally speaking? Is it a probe count or is it a?
As soon as you have money, and it like you actually, if you don't scout the command center, I would say as soon as your stalker gets there, you haven't scouted the command center, instantly cut probe production, so that you want those versus any type of 2 racks pressure or 3 racks. You can hold it, but those gateways have to be done when your warp gate finishes, right?
Okay.
So they would have to be done instead of being halfway done. Now they have to be done, but as long as you see the command center, keep the probes as a priority. Make sure to get that 3rd and 4th gas.
That nice pylon, like it. On the right
Yeah.
side.
I'm learning from the best, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, he's been able to slip his medevacs past our scouts every time. I think he runs them down like 3/4 way down the map or something, probably.
No,
So
yeah.
sometimes what I do is actually I build a pond in the corner to have the probe patrol like to the left of it, to cover that vision. Make sure you keep warping guys in. Your unit count looks a little low. So you delay charge and stuff to keep those warpings going. Whether you get charged now, looks like you have. Actually, you have another warping.
Yeah, I'm a little scared right now because I don't have...
Send a stalker out to get that tower, yeah. You're quick enough, you can always run away. It's a brave Marine.
Yep, definitely.
Very brave.
For folks watching, the reason you send a stalker out is because the stalker can outrun any of the bio units.
Yeah, unless they have stim, but
Yeah, stem or concussion, right?
yeah. If he wants to stim to kill your unit, whatever.
Exactly.
When stalker's not the end of the world.
All right, here comes that little
Yep,
patrol
check-
group he always sends out here.
Now you could actually go and fight that group that you have right now.
Is it worth it or no? I mean,
Yeah, go out take that tower. I mean, if he tries to fight you here and you hit good force fields, he's dead. Like, he literally will just lose everything. Oh, I think you can trap him.
oh, he was asking. Yes.
Oh my
Was
god!
asking you to trap him. It was crazy.
So now you're prone to pull back. I mean, you got him to break system, and you don't want to hang out here for too long.
Okay.
Your probes are probably set, I think. Yeah, you're set on probes. Whereas your storm is going, your charge is almost done. Keep warping in zealots, or actually warping Templar, sorry, and add in 5 more gates. And you can use your gateway, your warp gates on Templar, so that way you have the minerals to. And right now you set that second control group, by the way.
Oh yes,
So
yes.
yeah, take both the stalkers out of your army, plus 1 Templar, maybe 2 zealots.
There we go. Yep.
And your warping should all be zealots and Templar from now on out. Also, now's a good time to try to sneak in a probe around to build some pylons around the map.
Okay. Gotcha.
Look how good that pylon is.
I would put your little. There's his drop. You
Yeah.
just saw it. them.
Yeah, that pylon is so much better.
Second control group is kind of scattered. I need to bring your first control group down too. If you can get a feedback off.
Ooh.
Remember, hit your warp and cycles too. But you just had those probes go to mine, yeah. Getting back mines. Alright, so get that, yeah, get that second control group would be 3 Zealots and a Templar even now. That plus warp-in should be.
Yeah, get a pylon back up on those gateways too.
Oh yeah. And this is where you're supposed to be chrono boosting gateways only. After every job, make sure you're mining gas efficiently at all for your gases as well. And you want to start moving out to attack now.
Okay.
If he's on the middle versus
He's still
charge,
roaming a little bit there, yeah.
so yeah, he shouldn't be out here. You might need to add another gateway or just be really diligent in your warp-ins, so your money's get a little high. Nice job of that plan at the top left, so you can move that probe in to get some closer to where it's started to be. I would even leave one Zealot at the tower.
Okay.
Yeah. And another thing you can do is that probe that's at that bottom pylon, move it up about 1 screen to where that ramp is, so you can see him trying to run units through there. Yeah, just have it hang out there. Yeah, good job using that proxy spot. Do not warp in stalkers with this.
Oh,
But,
okay.
Yeah, you need more
Comes that
Templar.
drop again.
Yeah, I see
Yep.
it.
Cool.
And actually, yeah, your sentry should be their main army. Maybe warp in another couple Zealots here and bring those sentries up.
Oh, he's coming.
There's that drop again. Double feedbacks and your Zealots should take care of this. Yeah. Just keep warping in Zealots. Defend, yeah. That's good, that should be enough to defend. Now go on your attack, make sure it doesn't have a third.
Yep, nice.
Alright, so if you're gonna build planets close to his natural now, you get ready to attack that. Keep warping and need a lot of Templar with this attack, because he can feedback. Like you saw with me, you know, he EMP'd like 6 and I still had a couple storms there.
Nice. I want to wait on those Templars to get enough energy, right?
Yeah, I mean, they'll probably get enough during the battle.
Oh, okay.
But you definitely need a closer pylon, so at least start a pylon closer, like where your army is right now, or even...
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. Keep warping in lines of Zealots, too.
Just supply blocked like a scrub right now.
You need to get that closer pylon with that probe in your army.
Yeah. Oh, there's one in my army.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I didn't know that.
He's a warrior probe.
Exactly. He was a squire, one of the Zealots, man.
Alright, so if you can lead with like 2 Templar, that's actually not too bad. Because you got some extras, they're gonna clump and get EMP'd anyway, so you can lead with 2, have like 4 in your army, and then follow with 2. So there's like 3 layers of Templar.
Wow, nice.
And then just make sure you have Guardian Shield. Of course, if you can do Force Fields too, but often it's kind of hard to do everything.
Oh, he got you from the high ground. Shit.
That's alright.
You still got a bunch.
You need to storm a little deeper in on them.
There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that roasting.
Yep. Keep warping more Zealots too. I think he's gonna hold this with that repair in the bunkers.
That's okay. You got some Zealots coming though.
Yeah,
You should be able to do this, right?
No.
No.
So wait for one more warp in a Templar.
Cool.
Okay.
You're not going to go in again because you have no way to beat that repair. You need to warp in another line like 8 Templar, and then another line of Zealots, and then go in.
Okay.
Cool. Alright, so you're warping in the middle there, coming up. Wow, look at that army of Templar. Good shit.
Basically, you're going to do one more warp in the Zealots, and then by then you probably should have 75 energy on all those Templar.
Okay.
I think you might have actually won that if that first storm didn't kill your own Zealots.
Yeah, if it's a little bit deeper, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard because they sometimes step back and stuff, and you know it's okay to hear your Zealots a bit, but
His ghost on his ledge too got a couple too, which was really smart on his part.
you can go up the fat ramp if you want. With this type of army, if he tries to, you know, he'll die to storm if he tries to hold that. But he definitely needs to go up now. Yeah, good job spraying a Templar a bit. Guardian Shield is important. Make sure you have Guardian Shield and Storm. And the Storm, yeah, Storm all those pumps of bio.
Oh, look at that one. Oh no, one more. There it is. That will do it.
One more storm does SUVs maybe. That one Templar left.
Oh, you can do it. You got one Templar there.
Oh,
just good.
Get from back.
Oh, so close.
I didn't even see that. I didn't even
So
see
close.
Well, if he chases you out here, maybe
Yeah.
your charge loss can just kick.
Yeah, actually, I think you can. You actually clean this up. Kill the ghost here. That's good stuff. Oh, kill the ghost. Oh.
At this point, wait for him to run out and then come at him again, maybe. Yeah. His upgrade advantage might be getting well, I mean, you can still turn around with good storms, and he mines out fat. You got that third up. So right now, your goal should just be prevented from getting a third. Which means maybe instead of just try to warp more Templar and establish an arc here. Like an arc kind of around where he comes out to that third. Then the other thing you should do is just send a probe to the bottom right and make sure he doesn't have that hidden base. I doubt he does, but there's nothing worse than like saying all I get to do is deny a third, and you play like for 15 minutes and you're like, wait a minute, how's he still making guys?
Does that pylon block it? No.
Yeah, it does.
Nice. At least for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, one more round here and then go.
Yeah, maybe even make one Archon or something, or actually I don't know. Having a lot of storm is good too. It's a hard call. He's low on medevac energy, so the more you keep, if you can get him to stim and run back, then you can back up
There
as
we go.
well.
Nice.
Of course, if he chases you, then you're gonna have to turn around and engage. But
This is good. Oh, you're gonna catch some ghosts there?
yep.
Nice.
Oh, here's a good spot for storms if you can get him off.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so just back away here, right? He's stimmed. You got good storms. Back away, turn those Templar into Archons. Warp in some more Templar. You can turn to ones that have no energy in Archons. It takes so long to get up to 75. Oh, you turned to
Oh shit!
It's
yeah.
okay.
So you might want to hit another hit in his third.
Yeah.
You can't really let him get that third, because this is the point where if you both on 3 base, with the mules, he has so much more econ because your main's run out, your probes can't really be utilized. Plus he's got the upgrade advantage,
Yeah,
so you have to deny that third.
Okay.
And if you can actually engage him before he kills this pylon that he now sees. If you can protect that pylon up there. Yeah, those Templar try to save us. Just keep him in the back, and hopefully they'll get Storm in a bit.
Yeah, gotta have the storms though, because those upgrades are so high.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go.
Sometimes
Alright,
you can try to flanks, but that can be tricky as well. Yeah, you got a couple storms here. Yeah, you cancel both these command centers, that'd be good.
Nice.
Oh, there's a lot of ghosts there. Nice.
Oh, nice. Here we go.
Might as well
Oh.
get through here. If you can get, you have like one more guy that almost has storms, so try to keep him as he is and morph the other ones into Archons. Yeah, run away. Perfect. Run away. Force him to burn his stim. You have one more storm in just 2 seconds here. So you can land that storm.
Yeah, there we go. Nice.
Then try to make them Archons before they die, yeah. Perfect. Keep warping in Zealots here. You shouldn't be warping in Stalkers, they're not as good stat-wise. Sometimes you want to kill the medevacs, but
Nice,
Archons...
yeah.
Nice.
Nice, buddy.
Alright.
Rock that shit, man.
Not over quite yet.
Yeah, not quite, but
Gotta make sure you keep warping in units.
killing those SUVs are actually huge, though.
You can control your Archons and focus on the medevacs, so actually you're just run, yeah. But you might have to wait for some storms and more Zealots.
Yeah.
Oh, is he gonna kill you before you get storms? There you go,
Oh,
Zealots
no,
coming.
the Zealots are coming in. Yep. About 10 more
So bring up
seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's going all good. You gotta keep the pressure on that third.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got some more storm. You can just what you can do is right click the command center with your army so your Zealots don't charge forward. I mean before and then you can use storms to keep him back.
There you go. Oh, there you go.
You don't want to chase him so much. When he starts kiting back, you back away too. And if you both back away, he used the stim and he lost nothing, right? So
Oh, don't lose this. You almost got a storm. 2 more seconds. Oh, here we go.
keep warping in. Remember to do that. Nice storm.
That was a good storm.
Yeah.
Very
that's
close.
close.
Very close.
Oh my god, it's still health.
So warp in old Templar there. Actually, I guess it can
In
work.
the middle. In the middle. You can still do it.
He's got the top left one too, that's good. I'd wait for another warp in. So leave those 3 Templar as they are, then your next warp in like 4 Templar or even 6 for Archons.
Okay.
And then you'll attack and the energy will line up just right.
So any reason to think about a fourth at all, or no?
No,
Okay.
I mean it's with upgrade differential and the fact that at this point, if you're both on one base mining, Terran actually is on like 3 base because they have all their mules from all the other bases. So like if you let Terran build up his ghost count again at this point, you're dead. The upgrade difference.
I see.
So your only way is to just keep denying that Terran third, and then he'll starve out. Because the Terran natural is gone. If your natural's almost gone, Terran's been gone for a while.
Right.
Actually,
Yeah. Yeah, for the most part it is. Yeah.
I haven't watched. I know for sure because I've been watching just through his vision, but
Yeah.
it's just how it works.
Alright, here we go.
You can back away, get some storms in there. Every time they stim, you can back away and just keep warping guys in. But you want to go back in now, right? You want to just back away for a second and back away for a second while your warping goes and go back in once the stim wears off. So you can just send those zealots in. Oh, nice.
Nice feedbacks.
Permanent Archon real quick. Nice. Oh yeah, you can go.
Push, push,
Check
push,
it.
push.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's
I'm
alright.
nervous.
It's not good. Oh, kill those guys.
Nice storm.
Oh, he walked right through them all, too. Right through it. Chase those bitches down.
Yep. Now, charge in again, and if he stims, you can back away again. Keep playing that game. As soon as he stims, you can back away. Yep. And then if he chases you, you can turn around a little bit. If he chases you past a little bit. But you can go in again, try to snack those ghosts.
Yeah.
You just gotta keep in his face, though. Don't sit back for too long.
Alright, you've got about 5 seconds on the storm here. There you go. You got storms.
Yeah, if
You
he
can
chases
turn
you,
around.
storm.
Yeah, turn around. Get that.
Storm. With your natural mining out, you might actually want to think about taking the fourth. This is being so much more of a grindy game than I thought it would be. Oh yeah, if you can just storm right there. Nice.
Oh no. Ah, my headset went crazy there. Sorry guys. Headset went crazy there. Well, Zealot's doing some work though.
The Archon. So you should be warping in just Templars at this point of this much gas.
Alright, we're talking. Okay, so wow, this is crazy.
At this point, you just lead him with pure Archons even.
I mean, you're his supply is so low.
Yeah, but probably a lot of it's worker difference,
That's
and some of these
true.
workers are useless, right? And he has all those mules.
That's
so.
true. Their army value is pretty similar.
Yeah, you got about twice, but twice isn't that. In PvT, Terran's army is so much more cost efficient. You have twice their army size. It doesn't always mean you.
You got storms now, so
Yeah. You know, try to make sure you're long distance mining from a fourth as soon as you get a break. Oh, he's just waiting to build up some more guys. Check that bottom right corner again.
Okay.
I would just back away here. Back away and sit, but yeah, good job sending to fourth. You can long distance mine with all your probes from your natural.
nice.
Yeah, checking to fourth. You can just leave that observer at his third. I like how you added that in, that was smart. And I wouldn't back your army all the way away.
Okay.
I mean, drops could be annoying, but then you could just kill him if you try to drop. Oh, take his watchtower. Yeah, send just 2 zealots to kill that. And definitely leave that observer. Let's see, leave that observer in his third.
Oh, you can pin him right there. Oh, there's a ghost.
Nice.
Nice.
During this, make sure he didn't. Oh, it looks like he's got that base on the right, judging by those SCVs.
So he's trying to
So
take
knock
it.
that out. I mean, well, yeah, send those 6 zealots from the top and in that third. Make sure he doesn't have that.
Oh, he just looks like he just landed it.
Yeah, so if you can kill this, then you can go back and save yourself. Nice cell counterattack.
Oh, nice. Nice warping.
You gotta save yourself though. I wouldn't have gone for cross line in a game like this, but it's alright. If you can warp in back in your natural and then flank him.
You can actually lose some of these probes. It'll be okay.
It's probably not though.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to send him in alone. They're just gonna get. With his upgrades, they'll actually do literally nothing. Yeah,
You can pin them though. Yeah, use them like force fields at least.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now you can send him to mine.
Okay.
Yeah, you got this Templar there. So if you can send your Archon Zealot up, and if he runs, you can storm to Medivac, feedback wounds with energy.
Oh, there we go, there we go. You can storm up on the ledge there.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice, man.
Oh my god.
Oh, hey, man.
Nice.
0-1 in upgrades, and I still managed
Isn't that
to pull it up
crazy?
my ass somehow. He even beat me in score.
Isn't that crazy? That feels a lot better actually than the. I mean, that build feels a lot better. Style feels better.
Each have their advantages. The only weakness to that build is you can't automatically lose if they just rush a Cloak Banshee after expansion.
Right. Exactly.
Whatever. Yeah.
Good stuff. And on a win, bud. Feel good?
On a win. I feel good, man. That I appreciate the help. Holy man, tits. That was. I'm loving it.
Awesome. All right, viewers. So what we're gonna do again? We're gonna jump into Q&A, and then after Q&A, we'll do the giveaway. So it's your last chance. Enter this giveaway for this TTE Sports Shock Spin headset. Same one MaximusBlack's wearing right now. And the way you enter it is add me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook, or follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, and subscribe to me on YouTube. And we will select randomly from one of those channels. All right, let's take some callers here, and let's cross our fingers. They're not going to be trolls here. All right, Jordan Kramer, you're going to be first, buddy. There you go. All right, let me fix the windows here.
I can't get this stupid smile off my face after that victory.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Nah.
Hey, Jordan, how's it going?
Let me turn the light on in the background. I'll be right back.
I'm good. What's up?
Not much.
Hey, Jordan.
Welcome to Pro Corner. You got a question for Maximus Black?
Yeah. So, question for xSixMaximusBlack.
Oh, hold on. Give him a second. He's you stepped
I'm
away
back.
for a second. There he
Sorry
is.
about that. The lighting was crazy in here because it was getting darker outside. So.
All
I'm
right,
back.
ask away, bud.
Hey, so if the Terran fake expos and goes back to a 2-rack, how is the Protoss supposed to or come back from that? Even though he's gonna really go for like the Colossus push or something like that.
As long as your warp gates are up in time, you should be able to have one warp-in cycle when that 2-rax hits. And basically, if they only pull like 4 or less SCVs, you should be able to pull 10 probes and hold it. As long as your macro's spot on. And the key thing here is just not to like engage them. Like a lot of times you'll lose a stalker out in the middle. Yeah, they'll come in, you'll fight him with 4 gateway units, realize you can't beat him, run away, lose another 2 gateway units. So you just gotta keep all your units back. Let him hit the Nexus a few times until you've got like 7 gateway units. Then you pull some probes before to beat that. If they pull like 20 SCVs, then you just have to give up the Expo, but you should be, you know, they've lost so much mind time, you should be okay giving up that Expo.
Right.
All right,
thank you.
Thanks, Jordan.
Thanks, Jordan.
All right, we got Mike Hills here. Let's see what question he's got. Mike, what's up? You there?
Hey, I got a question for xSixMaximusBlack.
Okay,
Go ahead.
shoot.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, so I was kind of wondering, xSixMaximusBlack, your thoughts on the difference between... Oh, sorry, let me mute this. My bad. Alright, what are your thoughts on the difference between one gate expanding before the Cybernetics core and going Nexus first?
Okay, so you're talking about like a gasless 1 gate expansion, right?
Yeah. First
Yeah,
turn, I guess.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's fairly similar to Nexus First. The difference is the Nexus First is a little better economically. The gasless expansion, normally you actually cut probes at 17 for a while, because you still usually get that Nexus before your second pylon. So they're pretty similar economically. Actually, I mean, they're not. Sorry, the Nexus First is much stronger economically. The gate before expansion is like, okay, this way, if I scout a 2-rax proxy marine rush, I can chrono out zealots like a madman and do okay versus it. So some people are trying that style, and then some people try Nexus first, and if they don't know what's going on, they build a Forge next. And then they're like, I can get cannons if I see proxy Rax Marine Rush. And they both can work. I've seen them both work, and I've seen them both fail against it. And I've seen, Code S level Protosses do both, right? Partying likes the gaseous 1 gig expansion. Most top Protosses go Nexus first. I mean, not every game, but they use that a lot. So they both work, and it's whichever one you feel more comfortable with, pretty much.
Okay, would you say gate, core, and then expand would probably be the safest?
Yeah, the reason why is because if you go one of the other two more aggressive expansion builds, you have to be really, really diligent with that probe scouting, because you need to know, do I need to knock at gas and just crank out probes and zealots, or crank out cannons if they're going Marines? But if you do that and they go Reapers, or you just expand and attack, you're just getting up behind. So you have to be really, really good at using your probe to kind of just guess or glean using really good game sense to know what's going on. Whereas the 1 gate expansion is great versus everything. So.
Okay, just one more quick question. Do you have any tips or ideas on how to go fast triple Nexus?
Wow. Okay.
It's a pretty standard. I mean, it's actually losing popularity a lot because, Partying was famous for doing it really well for a while, and people still mix it in. I think MC and Partying both use it quite a lot. Squirrel does too. And I would just recommend watching some of their games. The big weakness of it, which is why, for a while, people were doing it every game. Some people were, Partying, and now they only do it every once in a while, is because if a Terran doesn't try to punish it, a lot of Terrans are trying to push out with these bio units and it's getting slammed by Zealots and Force Fields. If a Terran just waits for about 8 medevacs and then hits you, and you might have charge up, but you don't have Storm or Colossi, they just A-move and follow their chair and you lose, just because 8 medevacs you can't beat without AoE, right? So that really type of turtle, 2-base turtle Terran into where they're powering off 5 Raxes, 2-3 with reactors off 2 base, and then push out late. Once they have a really, really big bio count to where non-AoE gets crushed, that can be really, really hard to stop. So I honestly wouldn't recommend the build until you get really, really, really good. There's a lot of nuances to it as well. I think, in fact, if you look at the most successful Protosses, probably MC and Squirtle have 2 of the best PvTs right now. Creator as well. The 3 of them rarely go fast 3 Nexus. They usually get tech first. So.
Okay, alright, thanks a lot.
Alright, thanks. Alright, let's get a caller here for Jeff.
Hey, I'm okay. I'm learning here.
Alright, here we go. I'm sure you know him, actually. Hey.
Hello?
Hey, Mud, welcome to Pro Corner.
Hi, Jeff. Hello, xSixMaximusBlack.
What's up?
Question. When are carriers viable in any situation?
Never.
I
can answer that one.
I'm curious. I'm actually curious. Do you guys think carriers could ever be viable?
Maybe against mass marauders.
If they build 1 Marine, you're done though, right?
Exactly. Seriously.
The only one time I can think of is sometimes Super Late Game vs. Zerg getting just 1 or just 2 carriers to try to range out the Broodlords to pick at them. The carrier stats just suck, so Void Rays are obviously better, but the range difference may be getting 1 or 2 just to try to piss off the Zerg till they charge into a bad position. But it's just psychological warfare just to piss them off or something, right? It's not.
Another thing, what do you guys think of the Observer buff they gave? The build order, the build timing.
I like it.
Why not, right?
That's it? Just like it?
I tell you what I don't like. I don't like the Overlord buff.
Oh no!
I don't like that.
Oh, come on, the Zergs need something. Come on. I like.
We gave them the Queen range. I don't know about the Observer speed
Yeah, the
Overlord speed.
Queen range doesn't do shit to Protoss, dude.
It actually helps a lot.
Does it?
Time. Yeah,
it helps.
It makes it so much easier to kite Zealots, which is really big versus 4 gate, timing, 4 gate +1 timings.
Oh, even against if you're of course I would know this. If you're cheesing, they're good at picking off pylons, and also if you're 2 gate proxying them, they're really good because they have the distance now, and the drones and a couple of lings can easily wipe out whatever you have.
That's true.
The other big thing is actually, I mean, the build has been losing popular anyway, but the void ray, like the open borders, and you can make a huge gateway all in, that pretty much is totally dead now with that queen change, because queens will now, like, normally what things you do is you poke the void rays in and you pull them back, and the queens go in front of the roaches, right? And then the queens die, and then you bring the void rays back in, but now queens will always stay behind roaches.
Exactly.
Even just now migrated attack moving, which is really huge for, like, those gateway air timings. Or even just gateway timings, the fact that they'll stay behind roaches is pretty huge.
Alright, Mud. Thanks, bud.
No problem. But
Thanks,
Alright.
Mud. Oh, he got cut off. Sour.
Oh, dude, my bad. My bad. I'm trying to get as many people in here because we got, we're on limited time here, so. Sorry, Mud, if I cut you off. Dylan. Oh, actually, he hasn't answered yet.
Hello?
Hey, Dylan, what's up? Welcome to Pro Corner.
Hey, man.
Oh, good to be here.
Hey, Dylan.
Got a question for
let's go.
MaximusBlack or xSixMaximusBlack?
Yeah, Jeff, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of boasts on your channel, but nobody's actually told me any information that I have to ask. What's with the dick mold?
The penis mold?
Yeah.
I had a Secret Santa party at my old work, and there was a very well brought up young lady that no sex before marriage, kind of the perfect young beauty, schoolgirl looking, and never wore low cut shirts. And well, I picked her for Secret Santa, so what I did is I went down to the sex shop. I bought a penis mold kit, and I made a mold of my penis
Jesus.
so she could have that dildo whenever she needed it.
I have to ask, how did she react?
It was not good.
Alright, Dylan. Thanks, man.
Okay, see ya.
Thanks, Dylan.
I knew that question was coming.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one on a mod. There we go. Dennis, so was it so legit I'm stripping? Alright. Got my finger on the trigger here. Dennis, what's up?
What's going on?
Welcome to Pro
Hey,
Corner.
what's up, Dennis?
Hey, this is so legit, Jeff.
What's up, buddy?
I just want to say epic third game there, buddy. I mean, the last game that you played.
Awesome.
Thanks, man.
So, Jeff is really famous for Master Exploder, and we want to see xSixMaximusBlack do Master Exploder.
I would pay to see that.
What's Master Exploder? I'm not even familiar with it.
He's not. He won't. He's not. It's crazy. It's Tenacious D's song Master Exploder.
Oh, Tenacious D.
On my
okay.
stream. I'm sure if you watch my stream enough, I usually go in a chainmail and a toga, and I sing Master Exploder. It's sort of my trademark thing.
It's definitely the most epic shit.
Okay, maybe next show, Dennis. We'll see him next episode. Alright, two more guys and we'll call it a night. Real quick. Hector. And Nick, I know you gotta get going, so maybe we'll do the giveaway after shoutouts. Hector, where are you?
Hey, oh,
There he is. Hector, you there?
Yeah, hello.
Hey, welcome to Pro Corner. You got a question for these guys?
Yeah, my question is basically, how do you deal with what is the best way to divide your army in 10-minute push with the medivacs?
Oh man, I'm having a hard time understanding. You guys
I
understand?
think he was asking how to deal with a 10-minute medevac
10-minute
push
Okay.
when they base race you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you basically you can't win base races versus Terran if they play well. So you just have to I mean that was the whole idea why we were putting those pylons on the sides. You know, why we needed the cross ability at observers always with the army, because yeah, if they sneak units by you, every Protoss can tell you they've lost a bunch of games to that. I mean, I've lost a bunch myself. So, and I've seen the best Protoss in the world lose to that. You just miss a handful, even like 8 Marines run by and you lose like 20 probes in 2 seconds, right?
So basically, the best way is just putting pylons on the flanks.
Pylons or observers, or you make sure you have both the watchtowers if you can. Even if you don't have to put a pylon, you can put a zealot to one side. Like as they're moving through the left side, have one zealot walk along the right side. Like for example, on like Metropolis or Metalopolis, where there's 2 clear paths. Always always make sure you have a zealot walking across the path that your army's not going on.
Okay, and just very quick, what is the best way to, like, I can improve my micro, you know? I mean, I've been struggling with my micro, so it's like...
4-gate every game, it'll improve your micro.
Seriously.
No joke.
No, that's
not even
that's
joking when I
serious.
say that.
That's true.
4-gate every game, it'll improve your micro.
Yeah, any type of timing. So 4-gate or you know, Immortal, Sentry, whatever, any all-in, basically.
Alright, so, thank you for everything, and nice to meet you.
Alright, thanks, Hector. Alright,
Thanks,
lastly, I think Jason wanted to... So LG Jason wanted to ask something.
Sure.
Oh, nice.
Jason!
Oh, hi.
Hey,
Hey, what's
thanks,
up?
thanks
This
for the
is,
game. Thanks for the games,
thanks
buddy.
for playing, man.
Easy, easy.
Easy. So you got a question for these guys?
I'm kind of nervous, but I just wanted to ask
Oh.
Jeff why he's so sexy.
Oh boy.
I don't know, man. I don't know why I'm so sexy, but, you know,
Some people just born that way, right?
hey, I got good genes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, Jason,
Okay.
thanks, bud.
Easy, easy.
Easy, easy.
Alright, actually, Jesse, I promised you this guy, actually. Really quickly. Jesse. And that's it, guys. No more callers. Gonna do shout-outs right after this, and then we'll do a drawing.
Hello?
Hey,
Okay.
Jesse.
Hold on, I'm just gonna switch to my headphones.
Okay.
Alright, there we go. So I have a question for both of you, xSixMaximusBlack and MaximusBlack, and even Chanman.
Okay,
perhaps.
sure.
What do you do when you get really frustrated and you lose a game? I mean, how do you deal with the rage? And I'm talking about individual games, like on a lose streak, when you lose like 10 games in a row. How do you?
Yeah. I guess I'll go first. I had to change my rage because once I started getting in the public's eye, I actually had to like take a chill because I'm really competitive, and like even when I'm not on stream and I'm playing by myself, I'm just really tough on myself. And like today, I had a really bad streak. I think I lost like 10 of my last 14 games. And mainly that's because I got burnt out and I played too much. But the way I do it, honestly, and I don't really think anybody should do it this way, but I play through my tilts. I play through it. When I'm on tilt, I just keep playing and playing and playing. And then usually I have 1 or 2 games that'll really boost my spirits. Taking just a small break and standing up, grabbing a drink. But for me, I play through my tilt. Some people, they'll lose 2 games and they're like, oh, fuck this, I'm done. And they'll just rage, or they'll have like ladder anxiety. I just play through it, and eventually it goes away. That's how I do it.
Alright.
I think that's a good way.
Yeah,
I actually don't really get the rage or frustration that people get. I've always been pretty good at.
You seem like a calm guy.
You don't
Yeah.
lose.
I know it's funny, but no, I have pretty good emotional control. I used to do a lot of martial arts when I was younger, so that's like one of the things I focused on a lot. But yeah, so I'm not the best player to ask, but I think the way Jeff said is good. I mean, there's 2 theories, right? One is play through, another is just after you lose a bunch, just take a break. And I think maybe take a middle road, right? So take like a 2-minute break to crank out push-ups, get some adrenaline out, and then go back, right?
Yeah.
I get all shaky when I do that.
Yeah, you know what I would do something. I mean, I get it too
Just sit up,
sometimes,
stand, yeah.
and I you know what I like to do is you should keep playing. I think when you continue playing is actually a good thing, but I actually set different goals for each game. So the goal isn't to win. The goal is just to not miss. Yeah, just not miss. Like I play Zurich, right? So not miss any injects or not miss don't get supply blocked. And if I don't do those things, or if I accomplish that, then I don't get I don't get pissed off for losing or anything like that. So.
I'm just gonna ask if you agree on this. I'm the kind of guy that when I play and I'm about to quit, I'm just thinking like one more game and then I'm gonna quit. But I can quit when I need to win and then quit. I can't go to bed with a loss.
I'm the same way. I'll probably play for another 2 hours after this because I had a bad streak at the end, and I feel I'm so passionate about this game. And I mean, I do this for a living, and this StarCraft's my life. So for me, I have a hard time sleeping at night knowing that I did poorly on ladder. So sometimes I'll grind out. Even if I lose another 8 games straight, but I win 3 on the way out, I'll feel a little bit better, and that way I can pick it up tomorrow.
Yeah, I feel you, Jeff. You're my role model. Seriously.
I appreciate that.
I watch your. I've been watching your stream since a long time.
Well, thanks a lot. Where are you from?
Sweden. You have casted some of my games with Adam Crowbar.
Awesome.
is the name.
Hey, awesome. Sweet. Well, thanks for
I am
calling
gonna
in, man.
send you a crowbar someday, and you're gonna pack it up.
And I'm gonna break into something, go black all the way.
Steal some TVs.
Steal some TVs.
I have that
Oh
slogan on my
God.
stream.
Awesome.
All right, Jesse.
All right,
thanks
nice
for calling
to meet
in,
you
buddy.
guys.
All right,
you
thanks,
too, man.
Jesse. All right, guys, done with questions. All right, let's go into shoutouts. Why don't you start off, Nick?
Sure, just thanks to my team and all our great sponsors, Steel Series, DeviantArts, Emotion, GG Well Played, and Twisted Oaks. And then also, thank you for having me on. I've been on here a lot, and every time just is more and more fun, especially this time. Thanks for Jeff for being on with me. Some great Protoss play during those times and everything, and for being such a great student.
Follow this guy, guys. I mean, follow his Twitter. It's at is. Here, let me just type it in here. Twitter is at iSAxslav. Your Twitch is it iSAxslav too?
It's just xSlav.
xSlav.
Yeah.
And follow this guy at MLG Anaheim. I'm telling he made championship bracket last game, and he's always. I feel like you're always on the cusp, man. Just you haven't been lucky with your draws, unfortunately. So hopefully one of these MLGs will fall your way. You know what I mean? And you'll get some favorable matchups and draws. But it's a great player, and like I said, his PvP guys is like world class. So hopefully you can see him run into a Korean Protoss, and you just own him. That'd be good stuff, man.
That'd be nice. One of these days that'll happen.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Jeff, MaximusBlack, you're up next.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to xSix, the team that I'm on. Make sure you like them on Facebook. Shout outs to all of my fans out there, all the bosses and bossettes. A big thanks for xSlav having me on here and showing me the ropes. I try my best, and hopefully we can do this again. You should add me on Skype, and I need all my bosses and bossettes out there right now to go follow him on his Twitch TV account. I want him to at least have 300 new followers by the end of this. He definitely deserves it. He's a great player, and there's definitely lots to learn from him. Big shout out to Chris and the whole thing here. I haven't had a chance to watch any of these episodes, but I'm definitely going to go back and watch some of the PVZs or PVTs or even PVPs, so I can learn a couple of things. Maybe it's not one-on-one, but I'll be able to at least watch the VODs and check out what's going on. And that's really about it for me. And just thanks everybody for sticking behind me. I know 8 months ago we were in the top gold, and now we're on our way to Grandmasters. So the quest to GM is activated. Thanks again, guys.
Awesome. Yeah, big thanks to you guys. Big obviously all the viewers for coming and watching, and xSlav and MaximusBlack for coming on. This episode 50 again. I wanted to have a fun show, something that was that'd be a treat for viewers and myself. Just reaching this kind of 50 episode milestone, and I think we accomplished that tonight. I think everybody had a good time, and this VOD I think will even be a good reference for PVT. For folks that want to improve PVT, and other people who just seen the show for the first time. Go check out my VODs. It's on YouTube, ChanmanV. I mean, there's just so many good things. xSlav's done probably 5 or 6 episodes. In Control. I mean, there's just a lot of good Protoss, Zerg, and Terran shows that that's what we do on the show. It's all about education and just having you guys interact with the pros here. So check those out, and hopefully you guys will learn a few things. And I think that's about it. Big thanks to my mods. My mods are doing a great job in the chat tonight, and every show they do a wonderful job. So. And big thanks to TT Esports too. Follow at TT Esports on Twitter. They're doing this giveaway for this headset we're about to do a drawing for, and stick around, guys, right afterwards, because I'm going to show these promo codes too for you guys to kind of write down before we leave. But xSlav, I know you got to get going. I know you have a bunch of guys over there for a barbecue, so if you need to take off, it's cool. And
thanks for taking the time out there, man. I appreciate it.
Sure.
Yeah, no problem. And Jeff, if you want to help me do this drawing.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll stick around.
Cool.
Later, guys.
All right.
Have fun.
See you, Nick.
See you later, buddy.
And let's do this. The screens might get messed up now that he's gone. But all right, what do you think? So between Twitter and YouTube, which one should we choose?
Which one do you want promoted more?
Probably YouTube. I feel like there's so many good VODs out there.
Well,
you know what I mean? So it's just like.
Let's do it on YouTube.
All right, let's do YouTube. So. Okay, pick a number between 1 and. Wow, actually, there's quite a few people. It's good.
Let me see here. Can you post me the link to the YouTube channel here in Skype?
Yeah. So it's YouTube. ChanmanV. Oops. ChanmanV. No, I spelled that wrong. Shit. All right. Looks like we got about 120 people. So 1 in 120.
For what? The new subscribers? Is that how it's working?
Yeah.
Comments,
probably new subscribers here. Let me fix this. Oh no, actually, it's machine. That's not right.
So if I pick a number between, what is it?
1 and 120.
We're gonna go with 88.
88. All right.
My favorite number.
All right. Sorry guys, the screen's got messed up, so I just have a picture of you. All right, 88. So that should be 33 from the bottom, or no, 12 from the bottom here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so ManJGMK. Okay, here we go. It's ManJGMK is the winner of these badass headsets. And I will be these headsets right here. I'll be in touch with you through YouTube because obviously I don't know what your Twitch or your Twitter is, so I'll be in contact that way and get your information and we'll get these to you. How do you like those headsets, by the way, bud?
I'm enjoying mine. Absolutely. I'm liking all of TTE's gear. I've got the Mecha G1 keyboard.
Nice.
I've got the, I think it's called the Sapphira or the Saphira. I don't know.
Saphira, the white raw mouse.
Yeah. The white raw mouse.
Yeah.
This is like the best thing of all the stuff I got. It is a phenomenal mouse, and of course I've got the spin. And whoever's picking this up will like it. It's got a nice little control, like down on the cord, and also if you have a TTE keyboard, the Mecha G1, you can hook it all right up to the keyboard, your mouse, your headset, and it's got a nice microphone as well. So you're definitely getting a decent headset.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a good TTE promo right there, Jeff. You do it way better than me, man.
That's what I gotta do, right?
Yeah, and for all the rest of you guys, that didn't obviously win in the giveaway, TTE Sports is nice enough to provide some discount codes on netnewegg.com. So all those things that he just talked about, the Mecha keyboard, the Shock actually headset, and the Spin headset, and Sphere's on here too. All these things, here are the promo codes, guys. Get some discounts off it on Newegg and get some of this awesome TTE Sports gear for cheap.
Yeah, go out there and support the teams or the companies that are supporting the teams, because without those guys, a lot of us wouldn't be in the position we are. And the more that we're behind them, the more they're going to be behind us, guys. So if you need a new mouse, keyboard, headset, anything, make sure you go to TTE because, well, they sponsor the Baus, and I only use Baus things.
Exactly. He is the Baus, man. But how about that? Neg, we should do this again sometime, Jeff. Again,
absolutely.
This would be fun. I'll probably pick a different coach for you so we can get another kind of point of view. But how about we do the next one in a toga, though?
Absolutely. Hey, I'm always down.
Exactly. Awesome. All right, guys. The VODs will be up later tonight. And let's see, anything else? Thursday, got a special show. Again, this episode 50 week. I have a great, lineup planned. And for those of you guys who haven't checked my other show, I'm not sure you're familiar with my other show, Climbing the Ladder. Jeff, have you ever heard of it?
Nope.
I have it. It's on 3:30 on Tuesdays Eastern. I have David Ting and Rotterdam on tomorrow with.
Awesome!
It's a show I do with Mr. Bitter and John Clark from CSN. So it's more of a podcast site. But yeah, so
how did you start? Did you?
How did I start?
Have you always been into StarCraft? I'm sorry, I know I'm asking. What we can end this now.
That's cool. That's cool. I mean, a lot of people don't know. A lot of your fan base, especially. I started this show, Pro Corner, in December, and it was more that I just wanted to give back to the community at basically what I got from Bitter's 12 weeks and the Day 9 dailies. So I figured if it was easy enough, I would just start up these shows and try to get some of the pros together that I've worked with with lessons and stuff. And that's how we started off. And slowly it's people have been giving good feedback and people enjoy it, and obviously I've been slowly getting a little bit better at it, and our content's gotten a little better over time. And yeah, that's how it's kind of manifested itself. And you know, climbing the ladder kind of is a separate thing that kind of started recently. It's probably about 7 episodes old, but yeah, I mean, it's just trying to give back to you guys, you know. And as long as you guys enjoy it, I'm cool. It's all good. Yeah. But all right, guys, we're gonna call it a night. So thanks for this will be ChanmanV's Pro Court. We're gonna sign out. So peace.
Peace out, guys. Thanks for tuning in.